on. We're live. Oh, hey. Live now, officially.
We are live. Welcome to another We Are Live. What's up, YouTubers? Welcome to another edition of the LonelyFans Podcast.
Show us that Beast Wars action.
Yeah, watch this.
All of them.
I'm prepared. I think I got it.
There you go. This is live. I'm going to say this on the internet.
You got the floor.
That is one of the worst plot devices I have ever heard.
The after credits of this.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
I didn't know. Okay.
Jedi 8 Mile. It's been real, guys. Take care. Oh, we're live. Oh my god. Whoa. We're live.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTubers? Welcome to another edition of the LonelyFans Podcast. You're joined today by your Steam panel pack photos, Albie, a fun guy in the sheen, ripping the big New Yorker. And today, y'all, we're going to talk the boring stuff, the DC Studios, who cares? But the meat and potatoes we're going to get to are our top 5 rom-coms on Valentine's Day to watch. And the food you should be stuffing your face with it. And maybe getting some Kleenex, too. We'll get to that in a second. First off, shout out to Vivi as the chosen one, always keeping us on the toy topics here. Said the 60th X-Men anniversary line. I'm not feeling any of them. Maybe Blob. All right, cool. And then this is a topic I think you guys discussed a little bit last podcast. You guys should definitely check out The Last of Us. Pedro Pascal fits into that franchise as Joel Miller.
Guy's blowing up and he deserves it.
Yeah.
After Wonder Woman 84,
Well,
he was the
performance.
best. Yeah.
Best
He was the best part
performance.
about that movie.
I came here to cry, guys, not get mad.
Speaking of that, check out the previous podcast. If you haven't had the trailer breakdown we did on the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, just coming out, I think, like next week now already, I think. Or
Is it next week? No. Week after, right?
Week after.
Week after.
Got my tickets ready to go.
Nice.
Ready to see Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, No Way Home. Woo!
Thank you, Spider-Man. All right. Let's see. First thing we're going to get started with is, if I can do this like it's my first time. The new DC universe, which ideally we'd like them to restore the Snyderverse because we won and
We did.
We won bots. We won. I mean, we won real people. We won.
This looks stupid. It looks like we're all under James Gunn. Let me change this thing.
Let me put.
There you go.
Let
Okay.
me get the hair like James Gunn. Give me some.
Whew.
Borrowed a lot from the MCU presentation.
MCU. Well, this is something I like, shout out to whoever did this shit on Instagram, but here you go. I'm going to go full screen. You guys can still see it, right?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. So just out of a few things, what are you guys excited to know? We still have Shazam and Flash, and then it says Universe Reset. Yeah, shout out to whoever made this.
This looks really good. Oh, I'll tell you something I didn't expect. So
Swamp Ass.
I'll tell you what I'm excited for. Definitely excited for Swamp Ass. Waller,
Yeah.
and surprisingly, we all want to see Shazam, but Waller and Booster Gold are going to be very interesting. Creature Commandos will be my personal favorite, but I think
Creatures Going Commandos is going to be
Creatures Going Commando. Waller's my favorite DC Comics character, so I'm biased in the Waller movie already.
And it's going to be Viola Davis, who
Yep.
just today she completed her EGOT.
Oh,
So, yeah.
What's an EGOT?
She already got an Emmy for her performance in How to Get Away with Murder. She already got an Oscar, I believe it was for Fences, and then she got a Tony Award for the play version of Fences, and I forgot what the other one was. But today she got her Grammy for audiobook recording, so she got the complete awards, which is not surprising that she got it pretty quick because she's one of the most talented people out there, and that includes her role as Amanda Waller.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite character. When I knew Viola Davis is doing it, I'm like, it's in the bag. She'll knock it out of the park. But Booster Gold's going to be unexpectedly funny. I mean, unexpectedly good. I think that's a sleeper on this list.
The concept of Booster Gold sounds good. No, you go back.
Speaking of Waller, she was one of the highlights of that fractured franchise prior to whatever this was.
Mm-hmm.
She connected them she connected them, believe it or not.
She was like the Coulson Nick Fury. She connected all the
Coulson Nick Fury character
in a much more like evil, sadistic way.
Yes,
but
Peacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker. Especially in these Suicide Squad, I think they utilized her better in that, and it was like, especially when it was like face off with Idris Elba, pretty much having a shouting match. It was like, no, it's really intense.
You know what I'm excited for? You didn't see the. We'll get to it, but I like how James Gunn said they're going to connect everything. That includes animation, video games, shows.
I love that
studio, which is like that. I don't think that's ever really been done before.
No, it has not.
So
Marvel didn't do it. No other universe I know about that has the franchises like that.
Yeah, because I don't think did MCU connect What Ifs to the live action or no? They haven't.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Well, with Doctor Strange, you can technically say there was a connection with Multiverse of Madness.
Well, and what's her name? Agent Carter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agent Carter, you can also say. But they didn't connect S.H.I.E.L.D. They didn't connect. Marvel's animated universe is a hot mess. So they can text me on that if they want.
Yeah. But what if it was sort of the beginning of them? I think they're starting something, and we'll see that with like after Kang and all of that. I'm pretty sure that's going to come to play in like King Dynasty or Secret War. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if they get their act together to link it. But James Gunn, I guess he saw that problem. He's like, okay, we're going to go on top of that now.
Yeah. That's going to be fun to see how the video game's going to implement, because I don't really play any of the games, but I know you guys do. But that's going to be cool to tie stories in from the games to the to the studio stuff. And
there's
animation.
2 Joker movies.
Now the thing is though, like, because I know you've stated before, Fun Guy, the animation stuff's always been really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's different studio heads now, but I was just like, is it going to affect the effect that it had on the movies is going to affect the cartoons? But it's different. It's a different.
It's a different universe. So no matter what James Gunn and his other, who's the other guy?
Safran.
Shoot. Yeah, the other co-producer.
That's Peter Safran, I think.
Yeah, no matter what Gunn and Pete do, they can't mess up the DCAU, which started and ended. It's already gold. They can't mess it up. Booster Gold, get it?
I think Creature Commandos is supposed to be animated.
Yes.
And I heard that they're finding voice actors, but they also want to make sure that these voice actors can come in and play the live action version of these characters. So they're really trying to connect it here.
Which is what it should be. That's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one of these was supposed to be the one that takes place in the Mascara? Was it Paradise Lost? No.
Yeah, Paradise Lost. Yeah.
Paradise Lost.
Okay, yeah. Right. That one I'm excited for.
It's going to be good.
I'm excited for what's left of the Snyderverse, because it should have been. No, I'm kidding. I had a comment like screenshot saved because it sounds so like erroneous. I'm like, guys, just let it go. They gave him a 4-hour movie. It should have been it. But apparently Flash is supposed to be that reset, and of all the people that was kept, I'm surprised he was the one that made the cut.
We'll see. I mean, I know it's mostly because it's a complete movie, and
that's why they kept him in.
But I think
it resets Ezra Miller as well. It's like, all right, he
resets himself.
I'll go back to jail.
I'm surprised there's not a Batman 89 universe movie.
I don't know about 89, but the Brave and the Bold. That's the Batman. That's this universe Batman project. It's going to be Batman and Damian. They're going to go with that storyline of him trying to, I guess, him trying to train Damian to not be this cold-blooded assassin because he was trained by, Ra's and Talia al Ghul, all that.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm correct. So,
Spoilers, man. Nah,
Despite these fake ass glasses, I'm not an expert at this. Understanding.
I can put my blue blue screen protection glasses on.
Yeah, these are blue protecting all the blue lights, and I got
Come
my
on.
tin hat too.
all the
I'm wearing
Blue
mine,
Beetles.
All the Blue Beetles. So,
Yeah, no. Okay.
I don't know what they're gonna do with both Joker movies, but everybody loves Joker anyway. Love that Joker.
It's just one. I think somebody put the first, like the Batman and the Joker from the previous years.
Okay.
And these are the two new ones, yeah. And Teen Titans Go. I don't.
Teen Titans Go is basically y'all saw the movie. You know what it is. You know.
Yeah, I don't know because, like I said, this is like some fan made thing, so I don't know what the deal is with these. But
yeah.
What were you gonna say about Joker?
I appreciate the fan made this though. Whoever, shout out to her, like you said. I don't think the Joker needs to be connected or needs to be a sequel, but Joker is profitable, so who am I, right? You know what I mean?
This was fun fact. That was Albie's favorite movie.
Shut up.
No, I liked it a lot. I did. It
like
wasn't
it
a bad film.
I was
It's
meh.
just
That's the nicest thing I can say. Meh.
No,
It's
go
just-
on that, man. Say how you feel.
Meh. No. Meh's right. There's other
Meh.
things I absolutely hate, and I don't hate Joker. I was just meh about
meh.
it. I'll say this though. From what I'm hearing about Joker, Folie deux, even though that's a lame, that's already that's a lame title.
He
But
really hates
other
it.
aspects I hear about it, I am looking forward to Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. They say it's going to be a musical, so already it sounds like they're gonna do things different.
Okay.
Probably better explore Joker than it did in the last movie. So I'm keeping my hopes relatively high, saying, all right, this will do Joker better justice.
I just don't think. Well, they're gonna fight. They obviously have a way. There's writers writing, or they already wrote it, right? But I don't know how Homeboy should be implemented into this new DCU.
They won't. I mean, this is a joke. This Joker and Robert Pattinson's Batman, they're part of DC Elseworlds, so it's like it's very own.
Yes, that's why. Someone did tell me that. Okay, that's good. Good save.
Which I kind of like before they were doing all this stuff. I thought DC was doing a better job doing their standalone stuff rather than doing all the world building.
Connected.
Kind of altering. So I go like, maybe you guys should just focus on your standalone stuff because you're doing a better job with those. So.
I'm one with you. Let the live action be standalone. If casuals are confused, who cares? Because the DCAU is perfectly together and it's done, so you can go back and watch whenever you want. Personal opinion.
Yeah, and that was like the strong point of that previous regime was like the standalone films.
Yeah,
like you say, you don't have to connect everything; they're all good. And I think those like two standalones, the Batman and Joker, I think had like the lowest budget out of all those films, and it probably made the most. You know?
Yes,
right.
The Batman and the Joker separately, I guarantee you made more money than whatever DCU they try to connect together.
Yeah,
including the Snyderverse, guarantee you.
Sheen, you still crushing the big New Yorker?
Can you pass some digitally through the screen real quick?
I'm gonna pass some through.
We're like the Ninja Turtles. There's pizza, and there's four of us. I got dibs.
4 of us.
I'm Michelangelo.
Okay, Sheen, who are you?
I'm Raph.
I'm Raph.
Give me the what's
Despite
the
my
purple
blue glasses, I'm Raph.
one? Just the purple one. The purple one.
What are you
See, I'm
saying?
good.
Johnny?
You
Well, I'm
Donnie?
good started with the food part. Yeah, give me Johnny.
Get to lead the way on that.
My bad. You go. What were you going to say?
No, but when it comes to things, I think Swamp Thing, I'm just interested because if it's more of a horror film, I think what they're going for. The only thing I'm excited about Joker Part 2, I just hope the whole movie isn't a musical. I don't know. Just part of me.
Man,
I just hope it's not a full.
He just crushed Albie's heart.
You don't want Joker to be like lights down and opening heights and in the heights.
No.
I can imagine. Oh, that's right. You like that. Yeah, it's like Todd Phillips is like, hey, I have this concept for this. So I know you guys want a sequel, so I was thinking it takes place silent. Or hear us out. A 2-hour video music for Lady Gaga's latest.
or Or what? Here's the what were you thinking when you shot Robert De Niro? And then Joker goes like, "This is what I thought. I'm not gonna waste my shot. No, I'm not gonna.
Oh
waste my shot.
my!
I didn't waste my shot.
What would you do?
You know, I'm just like a psycho. I'm done."
Oh man, it might no. So it has potential to be different, right? Reaching different audiences. Let's just hope they plotted out worst case scenario, which they should have done. If we're considering here and think about it, the official teams thought about it.
It was. I think we talked about this before, like in the summer, like when they first announced this. It was one of those things that really didn't need a sequel.
Not at all. Not one bit.
But I feel like it's either going to really mess up what the first one did, or it's going to be okay. I don't think it'll ever
knock it out the park.
Yeah, no. I don't think it'll be. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it's got Lady Gaga, and she was great in A Star Is Born. And
yeah, but
no spoilers.
And also,
that's not
the Gucci.
That's not on one of our lists, so no spoilers for that.
And why do we need Harley Quinn in the film again? Never mind.
Oh, that's right, because Margot Robbie's still Harley Quinn. I forgot.
There you go.
So what are they doing? It's like, what are you doing here?
Well, it's Elseworlds, so
it's Elseworlds. Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely going for a more grounded take, so it'll be.
Yes.
I guess it'll be interesting to see that interpretation.
It's for 20 years down the line. There can be a Dr. Fate movie with Blue Beetle, and they transport both Harley Quinns out of a portal, and they see each other. At some Filipino kid's house.
Do we think Aquaman could be a stinker?
I don't know. It's James Wan. He's pretty.
Yeah, he's not a hack. So
he does those Conjuring movies we watch. I think.
Oh, that's true.
You know what? Nobody mentioned. Actually, I forgot. I forgot Lanterns. That's supposed to be good too. I think it's. I don't know if it's live action. Or, yeah, it's live action.
Live action.
And I'm looking forward to that because they're saying it's supposed to be like a true detective like thing. Yeah. So it's like how Jordan and Jon Stewart are going to be like partners that have to investigate stuff and everything. So, I look forward to it. You'll have Jon Stewart going like, time is a flat circle. How Jordan be saying, I need you to stop saying crazy shit in the ship. Okay.
Are they going to race swap Jon Stewart as Matthew McConaughey?
They should. They should.
No, I hope no, they won't do that.
Right.
But I'm just saying,
time is of the essence.
Jon Stewart is like the more stoic, quiet one, while how Jordan's more outgoing. So get John David Washington to play Jon Stewart. He'll be great.
He said, "All right."
I love my lanterns. All right, I got a little constructs of bongos.
Constructs of bongos.
I want to see what they do with the
Green Lantern's might, baby. Green Lantern's light. Look at all the colors. It's all green, but man, look at all that green.
There's more lights in the sky. There's more lights in your eyes than there are in the sky.
You
baby.
make me happy.
Beautiful.
You, mama, make
me.
Simple Jack Lantern.
Oh my!
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Oh, shut up! That's what you guys are quoting. Oh, high and mighty.
I'm not.
The tug and nut.
I see Simple Jack running in my mind now.
Oh no!
I got
Tino.
Lanterns, guys, lanterns. All right, so I hope
back on subject.
I hope Ryan Reynolds makes a cameo. That'd be funny.
I would love that.
Makes it
so smart. James Gunn could pull that off.
Yeah, it's funny. Somebody could see that small little cameo as a nod and be like, "Is this signs of things to come? Return of the Snyderverse? Could it be?"
No.
Ryan Reynolds comes back as Lantern. The CG in that movie was actually good.
Yeah,
I didn't watch
for its
it,
time.
so
for its time, it was actually good.
Let's do that. Last year we did Green Hornet. This year, let's do Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, noise.
I'll give it a watch. I'll have a fresh take on it, and then I'll cry.
Give us a timeline of when we have to watch it by, and then I'll do it.
Let's do it for the spring. 12 years later, he finally...
Why did Taika Waititi start directing? He should have.
Nice. Is that the next episode? Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, screw Quantumania. It's about Green Lantern.
Oh
Nice.
no, we gotta do Quantumania,
then Green Lantern. Okay.
Can I say one more thing I'm looking forward to?
Of course.
Can we finally I thought Man of Steel was great, but clearly was also, but it's also split on how people thought about it. So I'm hoping Superman Legacy is the Superman where everyone can come together and go like, yes, this is great.
No.
I want to be on the level of either the Batman or Dark Knight. People are like, yes, this is the pinnacle of this character.
I got a question. What
Maybe
would
that's
have to?
far too high.
Yeah, the problem is I don't think the public wants. Okay, this is general, right?
Yeah.
In general, I don't know if the public knows what they want from Superman. There are like haters, don't carers, and then the small pocket of Superman fans are dedicated to the comics, in my opinion.
I mean, people complain about Superman Returns, like, oh, it's exactly like, the Richard Donner one. It's not
it was supposed to be. It was him returning from Superman 3.
People were like mad about it. So then Man of Steel comes in, does something I felt like drastically different and good, but we're like, oh no, that's not what I wanted. Like, man.
So I'm not hating on him. I'm just like, do you know what you want from a Superman movie, animated or otherwise? Smallville put all this on the map. Let's give a hand for Smallville. If Smallville didn't come out and Batman animated series didn't come out, we'd have nothing.
Sure.
I just remember being like a kid watching previews for Smallville. I was like, when he's gonna get his freaking cape? Like, what's this farm look?
And you watch 10 seasons and he still doesn't really get a cape.
Nope.
He's just slowly taking it off and it like cuts to black. And I'm like, I binged 10 seasons for that.
Because Michael Keaton's Batman made this all possible, but then when people forgot about that, Smallville made the TV part possible.
Right. Yeah. Well.
Speaking of Michael Keaton. Oh, yeah, good. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, no, I was about to say James Gunn and Michael Rosenbaum are like, I think they're pretty close friends. So maybe he can be Lex Luthor. I won't complain, but it probably won't happen.
Okay. So out of all those like castings Zack Snyder did, I don't like the Jesse Eisenberg dude from Social Network.
Oh gosh,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
That was weird. Weird to say the most.
I keep seeing him as what's his name? I keep thinking
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I keep thinking Mark Zuckerberg every time I see him.
Did he do a good Mark Zuckerberg?
He did that really well.
You see our feed just cut.
Whoever Mark Zuckerberg really was, we don't really know. But in the context of what that movie was trying to do, he did that character well. But while here, I don't even know what they were trying to do because there wasn't really any elements of Lex Luthor in that character. It was just elements of Jesse Eisenberg, and that's why it didn't make.
Was he supposed to be his son or something?
No. So when he was casted,
his son.
When he was cast, I thought Zack Snyder was trying to find like more like a street level, like
Luthor.
Like it didn't work. And it still didn't. That's not what I saw. I just saw an annoying punk
with like Richard, like Charles Manson hair. Like, come on, man! Like.
It sounded like a spoiled brat,
and then
a rich spoiled brat.
Right, and then he gets the bald head, but clearly it's for an after credit scene, and it looks horrible. And then he has one of the corniest lines, like, "Sounds like they're forming a league."
Oh,
I think we should have a league of our own.
There's no crying in baseball.
I'm just. Yeah, but there's crying when you're watching bad movies.
Good one, old bean.
Which is worse, that or when I get out of here, and I will, there's gonna be carnage.
Ooh, let's have a vote. Which one's the worst after credit scene?
First one. I got to go with Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I'll go with the Lexus one. That was even worse.
Or the trailer where was it Deadshot goes. It's like we're some type of suicide squad.
Yeah. So that goes above the Eisenhorn or Jesse Eisenberg?
Only because he said it in the trailer, man.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't know what the title meant and you didn't understand the plot.
Yeah.
Now I know what the story is.
Here's this really big spoon that we're shoving in your mouth.
Yeah. I'm still blaming that mess up on the suits.
Yeah.
I still place that Blairly on the suits.
Absolutely. The suits watched Guardians of the Galaxy, and then they took whatever David Ayers actually did
and threw it out the window.
Just the whole thing up, like top hits, soundtracks, and everything. And I feel bad for David Ayers, maybe more than I feel bad for Zack Snyder.
Yes, I feel worse because Snyder got the Snyder cut. No matter what happens, it's out. It's done. Right?
Yeah.
Ayers is still like, hey, they still hate me.
Yeah.
You know,
They still hate me.
they still hate me, guys. Can I get a cut?
You shouldn't hate Ayers for it now.
What sucks was I saw there was a report saying that originally there was going to be a Batman Beyond movie. Like, God damn it.
Really?
Before, yeah, like apparently there was plans in place. Like, this is even after Zack Snyder's thing. This is like that in between where they made Batgirl, and they were finished filming some of these.
Okay.
There were plans for Batman Beyond. I'm like, damn it, that could have been Michael Keaton.
that
100%.
Yeah. And well, speaking of Keaton, though, I think he's just a one and done in that Flash movie. Like, I think he was supposed to be in Batgirl, but that got kiboshed. So
Yeah.
I can't see him in any other movie that I see here on the list. You know,
I'm gonna read Batman '89 because at least they can't mess up because that's already out. So I'm gonna read that just to see what happened in his universe before. That's a comic I gotta check out.
And then yeah, I mean, that's pretty. Unless you guys want to talk about anything else from here, we have Swamp Ass, Creatures Going Commando.
Swamp Ass and Creatures Going Commando will be definitely good. Booster Gold's gonna bring people in. It's gonna bring people in.
You know, I don't know who they are, but I saw the 2-pack set on sale at Target for like $11. I was like, oh, let's buy it. I don't even know who these guys are.
Who are they?
Cool.
It was Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good team.
No, but I think the point of Booster Gold is that he's actually from the future, and he sucks. He sucks.
Yes. He sucks.
So he goes in the past and use his knowledge of future as a benefit,
and he got sponsors. He's the quote unquote Hollywood sellout hero.
Oh, let's get Greg Kinnear then. He played Captain Amazing and Mystery Man.
Perfect for Booster Gold. Perfect for Booster Gold. You know what? We got to give Albie straight credit because I like Booster Gold for what he represents. Why would you not do that? It'll bring two fans together. Somebody once told me.
Yeah, and the Mystery Men fans.
Yep.
Which all 100%. 3 of them are coincidental, or 4 of them are coincidentally in this podcast.
Right here.
Hey, by the way, if you haven't checked out our first ever Mystery Men
podcast or a Green Hornet podcast,
take a trip down memory lane, 1999, I think.
Somebody.
Oh man. I saw that toy somewhere, the Greg Kinnear figure, and I was so tempted to buy it, but not for $40.
Yeah, no, they look quite awful. That guy didn't look, the Mr. Furious figure didn't look like Ben Stiller. It looked like the Smash Mouth singer instead of Ben Stiller.
I don't even know his name. We should know his name, right? I see his face.
Yeah, I call him the Smash Mouth singer. I forget.
We see his face.
Because we could all get a little.
Is that his name?
Is it Guy Fieri? Is that his name?
Oh,
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri before he got the tips and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, question though. Who do you guys think they're going to cast as Superman? Or like, who would you see? Like, because I was thinking maybe, what's his face?
Who?
I forgot the actor's name. Never mind.
Austin Butler.
No, there was like some people did like some fan casting. You ever go through like those like reels or like shorts and like this guy should be Superman? I was like, oh yeah, he looks
yeah. They do it for Marvel all the time.
Yeah.
I got to know what type of Superman they're trying to portray.
They said
it was supposed to be younger.
Yeah,
25 years old, trying to balance, his Kryptonian powers, but also trying to.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Holy fuck!
Get out.
Sorry, that was good.
So wait a minute, Albie, you're telling me he's a superhero trying to balance his normal life with his responsibilities as a superhero. I've never heard that concept before.
All right, then. Okay, Andrew Garfield it is.
I hate
Andrew Garfield it is.
He would kill it as Superman.
He's not the worst.
He wouldn't even need his fucking cape. He'd use his skateboard to get to fucking Metropolis.
You know how fast Superman can skateboard?
Skateboard, what, Marty McFly? What
the skateboard.
They should get Crispin Glover as Superman. It's about time he gets his just due.
Wait, Crispin Glover. Why does that ring a bell? his faces.
He played Marty McFly's dad in Back to the Future franchise.
He also played the prosthetic face they used in the second one.
Boy.
Wasn't that the thing? They used like a fake mask that looked like him, and then he sued them.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be, I don't know.
Artistic, creative differences.
Sure.
Oh, Sherbert.
You know what sucks though about this next Superman they cast is there's going to be that. I guess they're starting to become a minority voice. You know, the people complaining like, "Oh, it should still be this person." Like, they're going to get like, you know, it's either going to be really good or really bad because depending on how the opinions tip, you know what I mean, who they pick.
Right.
Because they want Cavill, but guys, you already know that's not going to happen again.
It was kind of done a long time ago, but
I saw somebody said something. They're like, if you want to be mad at James. Or no, be mad at Zack Snyder for not doing a good enough job.
I mean, not just Zack Snyder, but the execs and everything. They didn't even give Henry Cavill enough time to actually breathe because
or shave his beard,
or shave his beard.
You know what's sad? That's what's going to be remembered. That stupid mustache edit for Joss Whedon.
Because remember, Ryan Reynolds killed it when he brought it up in Deadpool.
Oh,
the Deadpool trailer.
Wow.
Hear me out.
How about we just edit it out?
They just use the unseen footages of everyone they cast, like Nicolas Cage, Henry Cavill, and they stitch it together like that. What was it, Radioactive Man movie?
What about Nick Cage?
Not the bees
as Lex Luthor.
Who?
Yeah, I would kill for that.
Who? Who?
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage could do it. Just
I have all the kryptonium.
That's all he's got to do. All he has to do is be him, except not hinged, which is normal. That's all he's got to do.
Yeah.
Have a serious face. I'm Castor Troy. And then have an unhinged face when he gets things about Superman, gets jealous. We go back to a serious face. He can do it. He can do it. I'm a Lex Luthor fan, by the way.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have all the Jesse Eisenberg figures?
Oh, could you imagine?
Right.
Yeah, I don't own one. But speaking of Superman, Pac was nice enough to give me this guy, still in RFB, right?
My bad.
So that's relevant.
I have like full screen, so I can't really see. So I'm checking out
You don't need to. That's relevant, right? Comic Superman in the package, Funko.
And shout out to God. I just realized because I'm looking at the other screen. You guys are all wearing glasses. I didn't know that.
Oh, these are the blue protection glasses, man. We're all about it. All about it.
I didn't know, man. Nobody told me to coordinate.
I didn't know either.
That's my move. That's my move.
Now hear me out. We can double glass.
Like, come on, man. All right. Does anyone?
Come on, man.
Does anyone have any final thoughts on this abomination of a timeline that's going to come?
I like how
the authority better be good.
And masters,
and
monsters.
If they mess up the authority, I'm going to be fanboy sad.
I was just joking. I think it's going to turn out okay, especially with James Gunn.
Yeah. Jim Lee's Wildstorm. Since James Gunn likes the authority a lot, I doubt he's going to mess that up. I doubt the writing is going to get past if it sucks.
He has passion in his work, and
the authority should really, really work.
The Suicide Squad is probably up in like one of my favorite like comic books movie ever. Actually, it's up in like one of my favorite movies in general. It was just so well done.
Yeah,
for a bunch of characters you don't know much about and
or care about
out of the park, or maybe but he made you care about them.
Yeah.
The only thing
my favorite character in that movie besides King Shark.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. But the only thing I'm hesitant about is like, and I know it's different. Again, different powers would be different suits back then. But it's like we've heard this before. How long before they're just like, you know what, scrap this. Let's bring this in. So hopefully we get to see this come to fruition. And I hope he doesn't get bored doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I agree.
So I'm wait and see.
They have to be They have to be patient, as you said. They hope they don't scrap stuff, but just go through it, and whatever happens, happens. But don't just go 2 movies in. Oh, we're done.
It seems like they're trying to take it seriously this time because they realize they need the money to keep all this afloat.
Yeah, money.
Speaking of which, if anyone's got any money out there and wants to donate, no, I'm kidding. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
kidding. I'm just not. No. We don't.
Someone put their
we
cash
don't.
up.
We
figures?
don't. No. We don't do that here.
Put it
No
in
money?
put it in a paper bag and put it in the McDonald's near my street, and I'll come
I
pick
mean,
it up.
send firewood, any collectibles.
Jesus
I'll
Christ.
take it. I got
Firewood. Okay. Now that we got that stuff out of the way, we know why you're all here.
sponsors.
Yeah, thanks to I don't have any sponsors. I don't have anything on my desk. Oh, actually, yeah. Get your popcorn ready because
Oh,
we are going to go over our top 5 rom-coms to watch on Valentine's Day.
So let's get all the sad stuff. I got the booze.
I don't have any popcorn. I got some
Popcorn and pop sauce. All right. Whiskey.
It was back in 1999. I saw her there.
I picked this up, Star Wars whiskey. I didn't know Australians made whiskey, but I'm going to pour a glass for me. This is for my honorable mention, Australia. I think it's a very good romantic drama to watch if you want to feel the feels. But it's only an honorable mention. So I'll just have a cheers. Raise a glass
That's a nice cup.
for sad.
What weighs it? What
Oh,
weighs
thank
it?
you.
Star Ward.
The Star Wars.
Star Wars, it's made in red wine barrels. This has sad drinking all over the bottle.
She got liquor and wine in one taste. Look at that.
Oh gosh, it's really smooth. Huh? Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is water, so.
Hey, it's important to hydrate. All the tears that are coming out, it is important to hydrate. So.
It is.
So me and Sheen watch it. There's an owner that owns another wrestling organization called AEW.
Ooh.
And he does press conferences and he drinks water like it's alcohol. You'll see him go.
Literally.
That's like the fifth thing that's wrong with him. But that's all.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Taste the
Maybe it's sharp
molecule.
water. Sharp water. Right?
It could be, yeah.
Sharp.
Okay, so yes, our top 5 movies to watch on Valentine's Day, and what foods to eat with it. So, since Albie was nice enough to create the topic, let's go ahead and start with you first. If you're cool with that.
I'm very cool with it. Okay, guys.
What do we got? Okay, so Albie's top 5. Let's get started with number 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me start with what I put in there to eat. Roasted pork belly, pair it with the mezcal on the rocks. Okay. Originally, my number 5 was going to be Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh,
So it's like, what is a tropical Hawaiian thing to eat? There was this really cool scene where they kill a pig and they cook it for, like a beach barbecue. So I go, all right, we'll do roasted pork belly. Can't really think of any tropical drinks because I'm not really a rum drinker. Maybe I do a margarita here or there. So I picked mezcal. It's not whiskey, but it's not rum either. So I put that on the rocks. It'll count for me, even though I don't think it's really a tropical drink. But whatever. Hey. It's good enough. It's good enough for sad drinking. Now, obviously, didn't choose Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Recently, Bias came along, and I decided to choose The Lost City as well. That also takes place in some sort of tropical island. Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock may have really good chemistry in this. There's some touching romantic scenes later on, but before that, the constant bickering between them will make you laugh and cry throughout the whole movie. And that's my number 5.
I actually saw this, and this actually was a pretty good movie. It had Brad Pitt in there too.
Right.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. It even had some of my favorite lines in here where Sandra Bullock was like, "Are you mansplaining to me?" And then Channing Tatum goes like, "I'm not mansplaining, you're mansplaining." And she goes like, "I'm a woman, I can't mansplain anything." And Channing Tatum goes like, "Well, I'm a feminist, and I think a woman can do whatever she wants.
Nothing says enjoying Channing Tatum like a roasted pork belly.
Hell yeah!
Channing Tatum.
All right.
Doesn't give you abs, but he'll give you the feels and absorb the alcohol.
It gives you that same satisfaction like you just watched a really good Channing Tatum movie.
Hell yeah!
All
Here,
right.
here.
Next, your number 4, Albie. Classic.
All right.
Oh, that's a rom-com?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good choice. Good choice.
This counts as this is rom-com to the max. It's technically, and it's weird that it was a kids movie because I watched this a lot as a kid, and I remember rewatching this a lot as an adult recently, realizing this is a kids movie, but it's really a well done kids movie. I mean, Leslie Mann and Brendan Fraser are like excellent together. They play, really good. Leslie Mann plays as like smart, adventurous, like woman, and a caring woman at that. And then Brendan Fraser plays this, a guy that can probably beat up so many people, but he doesn't really use that to like hurt anyone. He uses it to care for everyone around him, especially like all the animals in the jungle. And he's very like non-threatening towards her. Unlike Thomas Hayden Church. Church is a douchey who plays him really well. But it has a lot of my favorite scenes in a rom-com, like where they get the fire out, and then they got the gorillas playing music, and they're just frolicking around the campfire. I go like, oh, that's like one of the most romantic things I've ever seen. And then it gets to San Francisco, and things get pretty fun there. But it was when he was in San Francisco, he watched a coffee commercial with 2 lovers in it, and he was like, oh, I see. George get coffee, then George gets Ursula. That'll make me drink coffee, but I need to be sad, so it has to be with whiskey. Maybe pour a little Irish whiskey in there, and then we'll call it a day. Bananas are a pretty big theme. And the fruit.
Bananas are pretty big in the film. Phrasing.
I don't really eat bananas, so maybe some sort of banana cake type thing with chocolate and peanut butter. I'll eat that. That's probably the closest.
Do you use your
thing
teeth while eating bananas? Or no?
I don't eat. That's the thing. This is legit, guys.
No teeth.
I don't eat bananas, so you gotta crush them.
Okay.
The banana taste has to be in some different form, and you gotta mask it with chocolate and peanut butter. That's the only way I'm gonna eat a banana. So
at that point, there's no banana left. It's just chocolate.
Exactly.
Nutella and peanut butter.
I think one time I had this like cake that had chocolate chips on it. It had a lot of chocolate chips and a lot of chocolate. And then I read the description. It was a banana cake, but I go, well, I couldn't tell because of all the chocolate. So, all right, that's the first time I've enjoyed banana cake or banana bread. But yeah, no, George of the Jungle really holds up for being a silly adaptation of a silly kids cartoon. It really holds up, and honestly, it's probably a lot more advanced than a lot of other rom-coms out there these days.
Watch out for that tree.
Is this on Disney?
Yeah. Go on
watch
Disney
this again. Yeah.
Watch it.
I've seen it twice in my life, I think.
Sorry.
I remember as a kid, for some reason, we would always get that movie on Blockbuster. When we can't decide anything, we'd always get George of the Jungle. And we wouldn't complain because it was always worth watching over and over.
Should we invest in a video store together?
What?
If you want to
DVDs? Or...
the
Lonely...
CD and DVD collections.
The LonelyFans store. It's like
the LonelyFans video store.
You don't even have to rewind it because there's no tape. We'll sell those like shitty laser discs that like erase after like 3 uses or something.
Dude, it would be. I was going to be in it now. I was going to be in the store like we did this.
Let's make a Kickstarter store.
Hey, if it erases though, we can do the like Be Kind Rewind movie where we just reshoot the movies and like low budget. Just like Jack Black and Yassim, formerly known as Mos Def, did in the Michel Gondry classic Be Kind Rewind.
Can I also say just shout out to Brendan Fraser? Hey, that dude
Yeah.
deserves all the awards and adulations he's getting now. You know?
Yeah.
Especially
Doom
with shit
Patrol,
that-
he killed it.
Wow.
I'm on
I hear
season
he's
4
great
and
in
3.
Doom Patrol.
Whale.
I will watch The Whale. But whatever happens, we'll always have George of the Jungle and The Mummy, which
Mummy 1 and 2 and 3.
Or-
Hell yeah.
Or so you thought, my friend. There's another Brendan Fraser movie in one of our lists later on. We'll see.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Hey.
I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
This is a good thing.
Don't spoil it.
I won't say it.
All
Are y'all with me? You
All
think you know what it is? Okay, cool.
right.
It's not.
Well,
what you think. All right,
If we're going to talk about more Brendan Fraser, then this is Brendan Fraser from not just a physical standpoint, but from a humanity standpoint. Somebody who's just generally like a really good guy, like probably like the pinnacle of like what you of a leading male you want to see in a rom-com. So yes.
And shout out to Thomas Hayden Church.
Hey, honestly, that was the first time I like seen that dude in a movie, and that's probably still his best role. Yes, I like Sideways. Yeah, he plays a decent Sandman, but him playing a Lyle in Georgia Jungle, that was like perfect.
Oh yeah, Sideways. I remember that film. That's a lot.
Yes.
All right, so you're number 3, Albie.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Okay.
He took a shot.
Start crying. Did you take a shot? I'm drinking green tea, so it's not quite alcohol, but
I feel like Notting Hill is one of the most ridiculous scenarios ever. Like, it is the stuff we all dream about, and it really shouldn't happen. You're a loser, you know, that owns you own a
Loser baby?
No, not a loser baby. You're just a loser because, you know, your day-to-day job is that you own a travel bookshop. Like, you know.
Is that real?
You know, even this was in 1999. You know, I know, you know, internet like ebooks wasn't a thing, but still, a bookshop for just travel books, that has to be like, no matter how nice the bookshop looked, that has to be like the most worth the jobs you could ever have. And
That's
yet,
actually-
your favorite actress just walks into your store, and you just have like, you know, just an awkward exchange, and it's supposed to end there. But no, he walks out, bumps into her again, spills orange juice on her, and she goes back to his place. And then it's done. But it's supposed to end there. No, she invites him over again and again. And then, you know, they start dating and having feelings for each other. And yep, all the way till the end, and they get married, and, you know, it looks like she's pregnant.
They get
So we should tell somebody to pregnant.
Yeah,
Wow.
ridiculous situation should not happen, but yet you watch it, it's still like heartwarming. And I think the way he handles it is still in a very realistic fashion. He's kind of aware of how lucky he is, while at the same time challenging it is. So he never gets too over dramatic about things. You know, he's very civil.
Yeah.
So, you know, I looked at it like, okay, and if that ever happens to me, I gotta make sure that's the way I handle it. And if it goes wrong, I'm not gonna lash out. I'm just gonna stay in my basement or room and just cry. Yeah, not lash out.
If Brigitte Nielsen's out there, please walk into Albie's place somewhere.
Who?
Oh, wait.
Brigitte.
Or would it
Brigitte
be?
Nielsen.
What if this was like Zoe Kravitz?
In a
You only get one shot, bro. Go for it.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
I loved you in the Batman.
he's with Channing Tatum, so it's like I can't even imagine that. I can't compete with that. And also because I like Channing Tatum a lot. I don't want to hurt him.
You can't even imagine. There's a chance.
I feel like in that situation, I'm the bad guy in that rom-com. You're with
I would double down on my
Potato,
geekdom.
potato. It's how you
What does he
I'd
do?
be like,
in his
hey.
life? Oh, he does a podcast every Sunday. How many viewers does he get? 4? Gosh, this guy's
The best goddamn 4 viewers.
Best goddamn 4
All right,
views
so-
this side of the side.
So tell us, why did you choose a brownie just for this?
Oh,
Just a brownie.
so there's a really good scene, and this is the other thing that makes this like this movie very good. He has very good friends. Like they're friends that could do really good at supporting him, but also shitting on him. For example, they do this game where they go like, all right, so he's there, Julia Roberts is there, all his friends are there, and they go like, all right, for the last brownie, who's like the sorriest sack in this bunch? And there are people with like real problems. There's unfortunately his best friend, she's in a wheelchair, and she says why, her life sucks. There's this other dude who's a bad stockbroker, his life sucks. So at the point, someone else should have gotten it, but they all were like, nah, it should be Will, who's Hugh Grant's character. He's divorced. He owns a travel bookshop. Yeah, the guy's a loser. He deserves the last brownie.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. But on top of that, Julia Roberts kicks in with her saying why, even though she's famous and all that, why her life is not all that it's meant to be. And it's a very genuinely, emotional scene. But in the end, they all say, nope, still, Will sucks. Give him the last brownie.
Damn.
God.
Wow. I'm going to have multiple brownies. I got a Snickers brownie here.
Wait, there's a Snickers brownie?
It's really good.
Look at a fun guy. Can you trying to get one now?
Yeah, just pass it digitally through the screen, man.
Yeah, here.
I get one of those?
Okay. Yeah,
The Snickers brownie bar. Okay, that counts.
And that's I also
This dude brought a squish Snickers.
What's even sad?
I want a Snickers.
I Uber Eats these. I ordered these through Uber Eats. So, yep.
How'd you do that? Wait, is grocery store delivery?
Yeah, could you?
Yep. Uber Eats is grocery store.
Oh
delivery.
my gosh.
If
But Uber Eats.
You're
All right.
too sad to drive. If
Hey,
you're
shout
too
out to the
sad
Uber Eats
go.
who delivered that today.
Yep.
And shout out to Instacart for whatever else they do that's not
just
grocery.
so you all know, if you're single on Valentine's Day, if you Uber Eats or Instacart anything, that's technically getting something from your Valentine. So just keep that in mind.
You're right, my guy.
And honestly, remember, tip your driver really well because it's Valentine's Day and they're delivering food and snacks to your fat ass. So
A rom-com. That's the
give
start of a
them some
rom-com,
money. Yeah.
right?
Yo, that's the rom-com. The driver meets the
That's a
guy.
rom-com.
It's like, look at this asshole Instacarting a damn Snickers bar. I'm gonna squish it before I give it to him.
Sounds like a script. We're living by the LonelyFans.
Albie opens the door. It's like, hey, I'm sorry. I tried to tip you on here, but here's a card and some money.
Oh my god.
Worse has worked.
Here's a gift. Here's a gift card. What's the gift card for? The gift card for Uber Eats.
No. I was gonna do this.
Yo,
Or DoorDash.
Give
Recognize
the
this
opposite. So if you
symbol?
work for Uber Eats, you give DoorDashers. DoorDash give Uber
At
Eats.
least this, guys. At least this. Holy
Bruh,
snipes.
that'd be funny as shit. That's where the movie ends.
Wow. Oh wow. Did you imagine?
Oh, man.
And then it
I'll tell you
transitions to him talking to a podcast talking about
Here's a gift card for
I'm trying to break the fourth wall, but really I'm just doing a podcast. Actually, speaking of breaking the fourth wall, my number 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I knew this was on here. I
I've
knew
never
this
seen
had
this
to be
video.
on there.
Why?
I've heard of it, never seen
All
it.
right.
How did you
He's a
know?
big fan. He's talked about this before, this show before.
Yes.
Okay.
Straight
Enlighten
up
us.
Scotch.
Just scotch.
Oh, okay. And actually, we'll get to this guy. Okay, High Fidelity, the TV show, but I need to shout out the book by Nick Hornby. It's one of my favorite books. And then it was adapted into a really good late 90s, or maybe it was early 2000s by that point, John Cusack movie. Really good. They say, they say the book is better than the movie. I think it was one of those rare situations where the movie definitely couldn't cram in everything that the book had, but it understood the theme of the book, the feel of the book, the style of the book, and they adapted it really well. Even if the book took place in London, but it still understood its spirit and was able to adapt it and have it take place in Chicago. So really well done. I felt like the TV show took elements of all that and did it really well. It takes place in New York. And instead of John Cusack, though, we get Zoe Kravitz playing the role of someone who's just gone through a breakup, and we just see her break the fourth wall, talk about, heartbreak and relationships and all that. And then she's talking about her top 5 breakups.
Really?
Which, yeah. which has kind of been the theme here. We're talking about top 5 here. I'm pretty sure top 5 has been used before High Fidelity, but it was High Fidelity that made me keep processing my thoughts in the top 5 format. So thanks to Nick Hornby for that.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah.
I want some snacks.
Yeah, Nick.
Sorry. Some popcorn.
I need to go get some snacks.
But the first big heartbreak about the High Fidelity TV show is that they canceled it. So there's only one season. It goes through the majority of the story though. I'd say there was a good quarter left, but it was a big heartbreak that we couldn't get more, and it deserved more because it was able to expand more in TV show format. In fact, the episode I was watching now, it was pretty much based on a deleted scene of the movie where she visits a rich person and they were willing to sell their entire record collection because the main character owns a record store. But anyways, it's also High Fidelity is also a good way where you have your personality, you have your thoughts about the world connect to printed media. So here, we talk about movies and TV shows and stuff that mean a lot to us. And in High Fidelity, it's the same thing, maybe more so towards music.
And yes, these are Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Way to kill it.
But I think the key thing I like about this is that you have a vulnerable character that's willing to admit how relationships they're hard. Even if you do find the right person, it's still hard to keep that connection because commitment's scary. So so shout out to Zoe Kravitz on her performance conveying that. And what they do differently is that her character, out of all the characters in the other versions of High Fidelity, she drinks scotch a lot. So on that note, that was a whiskey, Australian whiskey, so I got to switch to a scotch.
Okay, hold on.
All right. I got Glen Farkless here. The single malt Scotch whiskey, 21 years. I found out about this while watching Guy Ritchie's underrated movie, The Gentleman, because they drink this one a lot. And this one, I'm usually a peated Scott person. This one's probably more lighter than usual. But
take a shot for the scotch for the.
No. I'm gonna sip this, and it's a really good sip, and it also goes well with the brownie. So
when I drink this, and it's gonna be good. There's gonna be High Fidelity. So, damn, this got canceled after one season, huh?
After one season.
What?
Yeah.
The premise sounds good. I mean, if it's based on that book, but I do like how they give their interpretation. It's in New York, but
it's in New York, and then
it's live music and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have, instead of a male character, you have Zoe Kravitz taking her, and her character, she's queer. So in her list, you'll see some past ex-boyfriends, but you'll also see an ex-girlfriend there too, and stuff. And and they also do pretty good with the side characters. One of her ex-boyfriends finds out, he's gay, but they still remain close friends. And they have a whole episode dedicated from his point of view, and it's really good. And then you got this other character who works at the record store. I think her name is Zavori Randolph. All right, so remember The Lost City?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Sandra Bullock's I think it was her agent.
Yeah,
and she actually goes through the trouble of trying to track her down,
right.
Oscar. Okay, she's in High Fidelity as well, and she plays that character, and she's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Keep in mind, her character is the same character that Jack Black played in High Fidelity. So those are some big shoes to fill there from a comedy standpoint, and she kills it. Pretty much first time you see her, she goes into the record store. puts in a song, and then the record store is blasting the song "Come On, Eileen."
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
yeah, no, it's like, well, Jack Black did "Walking on Sunshine" in the movie, and this one it was like "Come On, Eileen." It was like awesome. Like that was a really good way to start the first episode. It ends okay, even though that there's more to it, but it has an okay. But still, no, it should have had more seasons to it. So yeah, it's definitely one of the cancel shows that I watch the most. So that's why it's kind of in my number 2. It's an ode to like the movie and the book, but the TV show was like, the best adaptation of it, and it's the biggest heartbreak that they didn't finish it. Fingers crossed somehow.
So restore the high fidelity verse. Let's go.
Restore high fidelity verse. All right. If Hulu doesn't want to do it, Apple, pick it up. Apple TV. You guys need more.
That's true. And The Gentleman is underrated, I think. The Garbage Gentleman. Please watch that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for the next. What's your number 1 here?
My number 1, it's 2 movies, but there's a reason why I have both of them on there. All right.
Maybe some beer.
Okay. Chungking Express and Fallen Angels, directed by Wong Kar-wai, which I could almost dedicate my entire list to all his movies about heartbreak and love and all that. But I'll keep it down to these 2 because there's Chungking Express, which there's 2 stories about breakup in it. And then Fallen Angels is 2 stories as well. That was supposed to be a part of Chungking Express, but they decided to split it, to make that a whole nother movie. All right. But in these 4 stories, you have your central characters are these kind of like these outsider characters that gone through a breakup, or they're, the person that they're in love with won't return the same affection for. Like for example, in the first story where you see the dude at the McDonald's, he's a cop. I would say he's not a very good cop because he's not really focusing on the bad guys he has to chase. He's focusing on that, his girlfriend over a couple of years broke up with him. So he's been lovelorn about that to a point where he's eating pineapple from cans that are close to their expiration date because he says, close to it. She says, if I can eat all these pineapples, then I'm going to get over my ex. And yeah, it's
Did he eat all of them?
I think so. Yeah. Actually, here I have this keychain that's pretty much. Yeah.
Go back out.
Sorry.
Please.
I didn't know that.
Oh no. Oh no, where you go?
Yeah.
Right.
It used to have an expiration date on here, but it's scratched off. So maybe that's a sign for me. I don't know what, but
is that a keychain from the movie?
Yep, from the movie.
Oh.
Yeah,
Eat it. Just joking.
Wait, does it say the movie on the back of it?
Yeah, it does. Chungking Express.
Oh snap!
Oh, sorry.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Give it up.
But
Give it up for the background. Is that it right there?
Chungking Express.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is, you see that guy?
Yeah.
In his undershirt, that is Tony Leung.
That's
Wen
Wu. No
That's
way.
Wen Wu. He's one of the main characters in the second story in Chungking Express. His story is pretty interesting. Like, he goes through a breakup. This one girl is at a food stand that he visits every now and then. She takes notices of it. And her thing throughout the movie is that since he somehow got the key to his apartment, she pretty much breaks into his apartment, changes things around his apartment to help him get over his ex-girlfriend as well. It's something you got to watch to get a feel for it, but yeah, it's an interesting concept to it. But yeah,
Is it in its native land, or is there a dub on there?
You're not going to find a dub, or at least I haven't found a good dub. It's on HBO Max if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah,
but it's in Cantonese.
And a shout out to the main guy in this first one. That's typically me 80% of the time during Valentine's Day. Except now I have it DoorDashed.
Look, guys, we need to have a group McDonald's outing.
This took place in like 95 or something, or 96.
Oh man.
So yeah,
Product placement.
So
They have to go. Yep.
This dude probably only paid like $2 for what's in his hand right now, and I'm paying probably 20.
Look at
so
look at the sign in the back, right there, or the bottom one. You can tell how old it is.
Right.
yeah.
Product placement.
I don't know if I could.
I'm loving it.
Let me go back out so I can. Where you at?
But I put this up here because this is a music video from one of my favorite K-pop bands, Mamamoo. It's a K-pop band, but they shot a movie in Hong Kong, and they shot the music video, and it's that same McDonald's, but you can tell it's like more modernized and has like a more like like
Chipotle-esque.
more maybe Chipotle-esque or more like a simple sign to it. But I knew that they were making ode to that movie when they shot it there, so that's why I got the image printed on the canvas. It's really nice.
That makes sense.
That's cool.
Yeah. Sorry. But okay. And then Fallen Angels has to do with an assassin, and his assistant is in love with him, but he doesn't reciprocate. And then another one is about this guy played by the same guy in the top, Takashi Kaneshiro. He's this mute, doesn't really have a job or anything. He just sort of like breaks into like businesses and pretends he owns some businesses and all that.
Well, you said he's mute?
And, yeah, he's mute. He can't talk.
Okay.
But he even breaks into an ice cream truck and then like pretty much drives around it and serve people ice cream. So it's really
why not, right?
So it's why not, but it's really entertaining to watch.
You're not going to hear him coming.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyways,
dark humor for you, a little dark humor.
Be very, very quiet.
He won't say a word. Nothing about it.
he won't say a word, but the thing about this director is that there's a lot of voiceover narration, so you're gonna hear him. You'll still hear him talk. So there's an energy to watching these movies. Like you could watch them sober, but it is fine to watch it to get the feels because it's good. It has beautiful shots, really interesting characters, and always a really good soundtrack. And it's kind of a good way to watch like romance I feel like in a more like realistic sense where you're not going to necessarily get the outcome that you want, but when you feel like heartbreak or when you feel like when you're in love with someone that doesn't like return the favor, you're probably not going to get what you want in the end, but you're definitely going to grow. You're definitely going to like grow in the end. So I feel like that's what he's really good at conveying. So good message, but I'm still going to eat and drink my feelings when watching it.
I tried to hold that in, but I couldn't.
Hear me out.
For a second. Now, hear me out. I tried. Well, that was too good. Too good delivery.
Yeah.
So you're saying we need a group McDonald's so we can share our feelings?
Yeah. Oh, and I picked McDonald's because the shots are always iconic when they're at a McDonald's. So you can order McDonald's, have it delivered to you, or go to McDonald's, whatever you do. Just buy a bunch of like $1 or what, $1.29.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, $1. Buy a bunch of those. Get 40-piece nuggets. You can order 40-piece nuggets.
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
$5 or $6.
So you're trying to tell us that we need to get together, order a bunch of McDonald's, do an episode together. Got it.
I'd be down. And then we'll get some beer that goes well with McDonald's. I know some good Korean beer that goes great with.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
No.
So,
I feel like compared to like your list, my list is like shit.
I mean, I can go next if you want.
No, but these are very like well thought. No, I do appreciate them, man.
These are thought out.
I know. Question though, is your number one your most rewatched rom-com? Not specifically on Valentine's Day or anything like that, but is that your most rewatched?
Honestly, I probably rewatched these. Yeah, I watched those movies the most. Yeah, like Lost City, I would say is in my number 5 because I probably watched that movie 3 times last year, and that's even a lot for a new movie. And then
it is.
Yeah. And then number 4 was my, I chose that because that was an old movie that I started to rewatch more again, after not watching for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Notting Hill. Notting Hill is probably one of my favorite, like, traditional rom-coms. It has all your typical things that you see as a rom-com, but it's still well done. It still has all the feels that you need. British humor and whatnot. And then High Fidelity comes from Nick Hornby, who, not just High Fidelity, Nick Hornby also wrote About a Boy, that also became a movie. He also wrote Fever Pitch, that became 2 movies, the British version, and then the Jimmy Fallon version that had baseball instead of soccer.
Holy shit, I remember that.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon version.
That's based on a British book about how this guy was an obsessive, football, soccer fan, and that affected his relationship as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the master of romantic stories that adapted into pretty decent movies. But that High Fidelity show is one of the biggest heartbreaks to watch, because I'm gonna rewatch those 10 episodes and never get to know how they execute the end of that story.
Oh,
it sounds
I
like
thought it was going to be your number 1. I thought High Fidelity, as much as he's talked about it, I thought that would be his number 1. I thought it was going to be his number 1.
It could have, but Chungking Express. Every time people ask what my favorite movie is, Fallen Angels is close, but Chungking Express is always always number 1 in my list.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
good to
I
know.
rewatched it quite a bit, and that's why when we watched Shang-Chi, I was really excited to see Tony Leung as Wen Wu.
Yeah.
I rewatched it yesterday, actually.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that again too.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
I didn't finish it. I'm at the last.
If you want to see Wen Wu's earlier stuff, watch Chungking Express. Even though he's in the second half of the movie, it's still a good start to watch him with a much younger face, a much more less ruthless.
Yeah.
He's a cop, but he's not ruthless or anything like that. There's not a fight scene to be seen.
I still laughed at the reporter that said, "How's it feel to get your big break?" or something like that.
Oh wow! Did they really say that to me?
Yeah, something like that. You guys told me.
No, it was either him or they also said it to the guy who was the lead in Squid Game.
That's it. That's it.
What?
It was a guy in Squid Game. Yeah.
It was super awkward because this is one of the most famous guys in Korea, and
She just had no idea.
He had to politely say, in America, it's weird to feel that, but in America.
You mean to tell me there's a film audience in Korea?
They watch.
I thought you just watch cartoons. That's what you're known for, isn't it?
It's like
Korea.
Pokemon and the Dragon Balls.
The bowls of the dragons, and the Rangers of Power. And
My nephew's got a shirt on that right there. Come here, let me show you.
see this?
Side rumor. There's rumor that this is only based on there's side rumor that Tony Leung might be in season 2 of Squid Game.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because when he went to the Busan Film Festival, he had dinner with the creator of Squid Game.
I would love to see him in that.
And then there was Chris.
And then there was Chris. He should know these movies as well.
Oh, he does. There's no way.
It's not your I wouldn't say it's like your traditional rom-com, but hey, I laugh when watching this movie. I feel sad when watching this movie. So it's a rom-com to me, and it's one of the best out there. So those are one of the best out there. So
yeah.
Nice. Let's give it up for Albie's top 5, sharing his best rom-coms.
Thank you.
From our film connoisseur himself. I'll definitely see the Mandarin in Chungking Express.
Noise.
Is that the chicken dish?
Noise.
Orange.
Noise.
All right. Well, I mean, who would have thought, fucking years later, you'd have an action figure of him, right?
Right.
That's
true. That's true.
That is surreal.
And I put
There it
next
is.
to my DVD of him.
Nice. We got to get you another one and get you one of those suited bodies so you can put him on a suit.
Right? So you can look like how he did in Infernal Affairs and stuff. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah.
Actually,
I need to watch those too.
All right. Thank you, Albie. Now.
Thank you.
Oh, before we move on, I'm like a noob at this guy. Sorry.
This is
then
more
was
fun.
Chris.
Found footage.
Dude, I couldn't do it. Oh, thank you, Glenn. There was Chris. He knows what's up. Thank you.
Both these movies are great.
Yes.
Cool. All right, now
Yeah.
we're gonna move into Sheen's top 5.
Oh, Sheen's
Oh,
next. Thought it was me.
Oh,
All right.
crap. Okay.
Putting you on the spot.
He said, "Oh crap."
All right. At number 5, 2.5 Men.
Sheen.
2.5.
He's just not that into you.
Oh,
What up? So I did He's Just Not Into You. We got Justin Long, right? I'm getting this actor's name right. Justin Long.
Yep,
That's a large cast right there.
Yeah.
it is actually.
And what's his name from Entourage? It's actually a pretty good movie. A lot of humor in it, but kind of like giving everybody's different perspective on what they're going through a relationship. I think Justin Long, is like a bartender, I remember correctly, with the girl at the bottom. And she's getting out of a breakup with, I think it's Bradley Cooper.
Is that who that is? I was like, is that Bradley Cooper?
It is.
Yeah.
It's Rocket Raccoon himself.
And I
thought
think,
that was
I'm not
Homelander.
sure. It was just the fact that you get a different perspective on what everybody's going through and kind of the humor of it and then the seriousness of it. Kind of gives you that whole different vibe of how to get through something, basically.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what do you like?
It's off topic. I just realized Bradley Cooper did not come to one Marvel red carpet. He's like, nah, I'm not doing
I'm
that.
sure he came to the red carpet for this. So.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
It could have. Okay, so this is just speculation. It could have just been because like him and Zoe Saldana, I think, were like engaged at one point.
Oh, I
Really?
know that.
Awkward. Well, he also says he doesn't consider voice acting like worthy for him to grace the red carpet. But then you got guys like Vin Diesel. Fucking
I am
words.
Groot. I am Groot, my man. You're
That'll
so
work.
Groot.
Fuck that
Just
guy.
like it that'll work.
Yeah. So wait, is this Sheen? Does it show everyone's perspective, like from their point of view? Because that's a lot of
Yeah.
people.
So, like,
How long is
I'm gonna
this
try
movie?
To get these. I think it's like an hour and a half. I think it's an hour and a half. Like, I know Justin Long is the bartender at the time when the girl at the bottom comes in because she likes E, but E likes Scarlett Johansson, but Scarlett Johansson likes
Oh
I
my
think it's
god!
Bradley
like
Cooper. Yeah, and they all like. And it's
Okay.
weird, but getting the different perspective on like who they actually should be with, you kind of figure that out towards the end. But it's like a weird perspective on what like everybody and how they feel about each other.
Oh, cool.
I kind of slept on this movie, but now that you told me that's how it is, I might actually give it a watch.
And
Now-
what food would you pair with these this movie?
What I'm eating right now, I'm bagging M&Ms because you never know what you're gonna get.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
life is like a box of M&M,
Okay.
bag of M&Ms. You never know what you're gonna get.
I
Yeah,
really
let me
just
guess.
picked that right now.
Let me guess, Matt, or that's not Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Ben
The
Affleck's
The other one.
yeah. Ben's
Batfleck.
character, Batfleck's
Loki.
into Demi Moore, right?
Loki and Barnaby.
That's not
Yeah.
Demi Moore. That's Jennifer Connelly.
No.
Oopsies.
What's her name? Jennifer.
That's
Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly.
I think she's actually married to Bradley Cooper.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, and like, but Bradley Cooper. But what's her name? Scarlett Johansson likes Bradley Cooper, but then she finds out he's married.
Jeez.
Yeah,
It's like a love pentagram.
Yeah,
pretty
dog.
much.
All right, so box of or bag of M&Ms with he's just not that into you. And they're next, your number 4, Sheen.
Mm-hmm. For Dennis Sarah Marshall.
Let's
Speaking
go,
of that,
baby. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
That was close to being my list. Good on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
one of my favorite Jason Segel movies.
Yeah.
Russell Brand is actually really funny in this,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's just funny. It's just a funny ass rom-com. To be totally honest with you, Mila Kunis, as you see, Kristen Bell's in it. If I had to pick something to eat with it
Or drink, whatever you want to do.
or drink, it'd have to be like maybe some rum or something because they are on an island at this time. Like
Mhm.
Hawaii, right? If I remember correctly.
The waiter hooked them up with like extra like rum too. I remember that. And then later he sees him at the beach and he goes like, "Hey, we know each other." And he goes like, "Oh yeah, that's right." And he punched me. Like, "This ain't the
That's right.
Yo, is this the one where Jonah Hill's like the host, and he's like, "No, it's just for one person." You know, he just needs one. It's one person. Just there's 2 chairs at a table. Just take one out.
We also have an Avenger in this film.
Who?
He is in this film.
Paul Rudd.
If everybody knows
Oh,
him. The weather outside is weather.
The surfer instructor. Yeah.
He also had one of the lines where Russell Brand is like, "Oh, I need some help here," and then Paul Rudd is like, "You sound like you're from London."
Was this Judd Apatow?
Yeah.
He produced it, but he didn't direct it.
Oh, okay, because it's like from the guys that brought you 40-year-old version of Knockdown.
Yeah, it's like the same producing team, but this is guy. What's his name? Oh gosh, it's like Nicholas something. No, he actually directed the movie Bros that came out last year. That's a rom-com with
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Bill Eichner, and I think the guy's like Nick McFarlane. That was actually, if you liked freaking Mr. Marshall, you like Bros as well. That's good.
Is this really though the ultimate romantic disaster movie?
It's funny. It's honestly
That's good.
funny as hell. I mean, I'm not a big Russell Brand fan, but he was actually really funny in this movie.
Like
being the asshole.
Song,
Yeah.
that Inside of You song, but like inside of you, inside of you, there's got to be a part of me inside of you. It's a good song.
So I had actually seen this for the first time like in 2018, and yeah, there's some memorable moments in this movie.
Dracula's Lament, the puppet.
Oh my god!
Man, that was an epic. That was an epic way to end the movie. Yeah.
All right. So you said some rum with this.
Some rum, and then probably something. You know what? Let's do chocolate as well to mix that together because you need to be sad.
What about? God, that sounds so sad.
Just because of what he went through, like you see, that she's so, like and just going through. So you want enjoy the sweetness and then knock yourself out.
Also,
well, we are the lonely fans.
Make sure.
Tis true.
One of my other favorite lines from that, one of the the hotel workers come in, tell him he's got to change rooms. He sees him on the bed and there's tissues all over the bed, and he goes like, "Are those happy tissues or are those sad tissues?"
That's so good.
What does he mean by that in detail? Like, what was he talking about? Like,
exquisite detail.
No, I'm kidding.
Explicit and exquisite detail.
All right, Save Machine. What's your number 2? Or number wait?
Number 3 is number 3.
Whoa!
Love this movie. One of my favorite movies.
Man,
I've seen in a while.
Really?
I don't care what anybody says. This is an amazing movie. First of all, funny as hell.
I wouldn't argue with that.
There's certain people who don't like this movie, but remain nameless.
Well, I think it's that certain people have complaints about the leading man.
Yes, about the leading man, but the leading man is
Poppy Kicks, save us.
Film.
Where are you at, Poppy Kicks? I've never seen this movie, actually.
This is a really good movie. Like, there's stereotypical things in it, but like it's done well. Like everything it's funny but serious at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It has really well done Asian drama in this movie because you got the love story, but it ain't Asian drama until like Mother gets involved, and Mother is played by Michelle Yeoh, who's and she is amazing in that movie. So, and watching that movie really makes me want to visit Singapore again. Because last time I went, I was like in middle school, so it doesn't count. We gotta go. We got to go there as adults, guys.
Speaking of that and traveling, the food I would pick for this is the food you see in the movie, just because of that.
What?
Like it's like a mixture of a bunch of different foods.
McDonald's and
McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell.
I'll say this. I remember middle school having KFC in Singapore, and the KFC in Singapore was better than any KFC that I had in most places.
No, hold on, goddamn.
Especially especially America. Okay.
The Colonel established it here in America.
Yeah, and then he died and something went wrong.
I want to say this: the sleeper of this movie
Yeah.
is Aquafina. That's just me, though. I think she was the sleeper of this movie.
Has she been canceled recently or something?
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
I hope
I don't
not.
have a problem with her yet. I
That's
mean, I don't even know what's going on.
He just came out of nowhere.
Well, I guess.
And she-
That's what y'all pay me for. Just to be completely breaking the.
All right, Sheen.
We'll go to the second one.
Oh man, what are we gonna do with me? You know what I mean? What are we gonna do?
Did I get the right one?
Yes.
Aha!
I
I
was
come
like-
in at this time. I bring this all the
This is
time.
the right one.
I was
So
like,
I
I never knew you saw this one.
So this is, I feel like, the opposite of everything we've just talked about. That's from the guy's perspective.
Oh, okay.
He's got three bros who live
Oh,
together, who've known
that's
each
good.
other for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and them going through their relationships and breaking up. And then you got three fantastic actors doing it. So
Oh wow! I've
actually,
actually
it's a
seen
really
this.
good movie.
I just saw this recently, by the way.
Did you really?
No joke. I said, wait a minute, is that? Yep, I can tell
Okay.
you what's going on.
So
Just saw this recently.
Go ahead, Sheen. My bad.
No, go ahead.
So I had like tried to make the slides, but I never even realized what it says in the poster.
When you realize getting some means wanting more.
Oh my
Getting
God.
some popcorn.
Yes.
Popcorn.
Popcorn,
Yeah.
cookies, and all that.
You got
Yes.
the ice cream,
Getting
you
more
got the
snacks.
holding of the
Yep.
teddy bear. Yeah.
Getting more snacks.
You know, this poster is like the 3 stages of like what it is on Valentine's Day. You're just sitting there, you hug your
Yeah.
teddy bear, then you get ice cream, and then you repeat.
I don't have a teddy bear.
Oh, God.
I got Stitch though.
Even better. Even better.
No, I got Stitch. Okay,
That's better. That's better.
I'm doing this right.
Is that a shot? Stitch shot?
Now, the food that would go for this, I would say, is a couple of beers and some tacos. Would be for this.
Taco Tuesday.
Tacos from where though? Where are we getting tacos from?
If we want cheap tacos, we're just going to Taco Bell.
Oh, come on,
But
man.
Anita's,
But
man.
if we want good tacos, I'm going to Taco Bamba.
No.
Taco Bamba.
No.
Josh,
Cheap tacos.
if- Real talk.
Does.
If you're in an emergency situation like that where you need the feels but you need bros with you, I will help you get Taco Bamba.
I'm totally
Even-
down for that.
If you don't want to pay the Uber Eats delivery fee, hell, I'll be your guy. No delivery fee. I'll pick the tacos. I'll do that.
So we got to
fine
do
with
that
me.
then. Taco Bamba and Mickey D's, 2 different days. All right. LonelyFans
Mhm.
dinner out.
You really want us to eat out together?
I think I do. I think I'm lonely.
I think I'm.
I'm a fan of you though, and I'm lonely.
Okay.
All right.
And to
Get
finish it off,
Get
Do you want me to full screen you on any of these props, Sheen, or you good?
I'm good.
it?
I'm good.
All right. Number one.
Number
Here
one
we
is
go.
the only one I will actually say and I will watch on a regular, consistent basis.
Wait, what was
Drum
it
roll,
again?
please.
Oh my God, I
Sweet
forgot about
Ronaldo.
it.
This is
I don't
the
know what's
only
in that, yo.
movie I will watch on a consistent basis because it's hilarious.
Really?
It's actually a really good movie as a rom-com.
Huh.
I could, and this is a bad habit of mine,
Oh.
I could probably repeat the whole movie
Oh my
Really?
God.
as many times as I've seen it.
For copyright purposes, let's not do that just in case.
But
Won't do that.
I've seen like your acting. It's like level
Sound
1
very good.
thespian, and like you're amazing.
You're
I
amazing.
almost
They might even
I
think you're Reese Witherspoon.
I almost don't want to see this movie. I think what I'm gonna do instead, we're gonna get Sheen drunk, and I'm gonna have him act out the whole thing.
Nice.
I'll be a prop if you do.
We just go,
think-
and instead of that, we're just at Taco Mama in the corner, just reciting lyrics or lines. from
Even
Sweet-
better. We don't have to pay tip that way. Don't have to tip. Tacos forever.
Now for food, this is a hard one I had to think about, but honestly,
Sweet
it might
barbecue?
just be, as Albie said earlier, maybe just a shot of whiskey. Just a
Really?
shot of whiskey for this one.
That's it.
Get some bourbon.
Maybe some chocolate with
Bourbon.
it, but honestly, just a shot of whiskey.
Get the bourbon? Okay.
Maybe a couple beers. but no food.
No
Pride
food.
of my-
Man, I don't know. I'll give this a chance. I've never seen this before, but you know.
I think I have. I think pieces, at least the beginning. I think I have.
So it's
Well,
this and how
that's what the
high
skies are
you
blue.
can. So Sheen
Yeah.
can recite how high word for word, and then you
Really?
can recite. Man, what a contrast in genre!
Yeah, it's two totally opposite.
Including
Yes,
the Cheeto scene.
I can quote the whole movie of How High. Ask back.
Oh,
I can requote the
yeah.
whole movie of How High.
That's
I couldn't
amazing.
watch it because he kept talking along with it, man. It's like a
That's so
damn
good.
hooked on phonics audio. Like, come on, man! I'm trying to watch them.
That's so good. So, what food would you want to eat with How High while we're together
Anything.
on Valentine's Day?
Get the munchies.
All the foods we just talked about. We'd get some
Yeah.
of Albie's. We get some of Albie's whiskey. Go to McDonald's. Taco
Mama.
Obama.
Just get it all.
Get
right.
some brownies. Don't forget brownies.
Got a DoorDash or Uber Eats for brownies?
Wait, I just realized what I just said.
Get some bread. The good bread. Sheen, I would have never guessed. Like again, like it because I put it together real quick. I didn't realize you're gonna pick Sweet Home Alabama, but out of all these 5 movies, have you rewatched the most? Is it number 1?
Actually, it's surprisingly, it's number 1 is number 2. I would put Crazy Rich Asians.
Really? You've rewatched that multiple times?
It's
Oh, no,
it's
really.
funny. It's
I mean,
despise what other people say. It's actually a really funny movie,
no, it's
Yeah.
it's
No, I haven't seen it yet either.
and it's really rewatchable. It's not like a movie you can put to the side and you can put it in the background and watch it, and then if you miss something, you didn't really miss anything. Like, not saying you didn't miss anything important, but you could still catch up on it. And it's funny. It's from beginning to end. It's funny. It's serious at the same time, and you feel like it's actually relatable as well too.
I should also mention my favorite character is actually the one that Gemma Chan plays. She was
Cersei?
really good.
Yes, Astrid is
Yeah.
the best movie in the whole film.
Right, because she's just like this. She's this really rich person, but she's very like what's the word, charitable. You know, she she's not
Down to
snobby
earth.
about it.
Down to
Right.
earth. I don't know.
Yeah, she even like her boyfriend is not from the same class. He's kind of like working class and all that, but there were challenges to relationship, and it's kind of one of the most interesting aspects of that movie. So yeah,
And Ronnie Chang is in it too.
Ronnie Chang,
Mm-hmm.
that was funny.
Just remember, y'all, sometimes what you're looking for is right where you left it. I just read the caption of that damn thing.
I was like, that was insightful.
So does she fall in love with a dog? Is that the...
No.
No,
So-
Okay, okay.
is this,
Do you want to know the quick story about it?
I think I remember
Patrick Wilson?
Yeah, so she's married to somebody when she's younger, and then she moves. They get divorced, but they separate, and then she moves up to New York and becomes a fashion designer. But then she's still technically married to the first guy, so then she goes back down and try to get a divorce. Come to find out, both of the guys are nice. She still likes the other. She still loves the other guy, and then she stays with him.
Well, it sounds
And
like she
Patrick
doesn't know what
Dempsey
she
is in
wants. I'm just joking. Is it Patrick Dempsey?
No, Patrick James, I thought. Or is it
No,
Dempsey? I thought-
Patrick Dempsey. Patrick Dempsey's in it. He's the guy that she meets in New York. His mom's like the governor or mayor of New York or something like that.
No, but in Alabama, is it Patrick Wilson? Or,
Oh no,
or-
let me see. I know he's in maybe it is. Let's see.
Conjuring, the dude from The Conjuring, I thought.
Yes.
Oh, the dude with the sideburns looks like Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick Wilson.
Those are thunder and sideburn.
All right. Thank you, Sheen, for sharing your top 5.
Josh Lucas. That's it.
Josh,
Oh,
Lucas.
never mind. That's not Patrick Wilson.
I don't even know who George. It's fine.
He was
If I know who he is, I forgot his face.
He was in the most recent Purge.
I haven't seen it. Should I?
Oh, it's that dude from Glory Road. Like, is that the dude from
Yeah.
Ford versus Ferrari?
Wait.
Yes. that's
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Glory
he's also
what?
Ford versus
No, it's
Glory
not.
Road,
Shut
though.
up, man. It's not.
He was in Glory Road too, though. He was in Glory Road as well.
Okay.
Oh, there's a road there too. All right.
Yeah. It's,
I hate you, man.
Me too. Me too, my man.
I'm fucking with you. Thank you, Sheen. Again, a round of applause. God damn it, man. All right.
Bring the entertainment.
And he is, because he sent me 6 videos. So it's a fun guy.
I did.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth.
Now,
Okay.
Oh, I remember.
number
this.
6.
Okay. So,
Number 6 isn't popcorn. That's a.
so check this out. I saw this not on purpose, right? Now I wish I did. It's a better movie than I'm giving it credit for. Like, if you sit down and check this out, it's fun. So, you see the team on the right, you see the team on the left. Bunch of group talking, and then a wager is done. If I tell you anything else, it'll give away all the story. But it's it fits the rom-com theme of someone gets together in the end, but the way it starts is different. You get a little bit of Saving Silverman, which isn't really a rom-com, and you'll see. I'm already spoiling too much as it is, but what questions you got? Food with it? I mean, I don't have one, but whatever makes you comfortable and then uncomfortable at the same time. Something sweet and spicy, I would say. Spicy for the left,
Yeah.
and then sweet for the right. Whatever sweet and spicy food you want. Popcorn, chicken, a shot, doesn't matter. Whatever gets you ready for the twist.
The twist. Oh no.
Oh,
All right, so there's the actresses on the left I recognize, but who's
Yes,
on
you
the
do.
right? That's
You recognize some of these cats.
I know Elk. Who's the guy?
Is that the guy who's? I don't know if he's really. Is he married to Gina from Martin?
Probably. Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, married to Tisha Campbell. I think that's who he is. The one behind.
They are comedians you recognize, but you probably haven't seen them depending on what you're watching in a hot minute.
When did this come out? What year?
I want to say look it up. I want to say early 2000s. From the writer and director of The Brothers.
I remember seeing the trailer for this, and I was like, "Deliver us from Eva."
Yeah.
2003.
Okay, I said early 2000s, right?
Oh, that's right. Because sorry, my bad.
What? Oh, what?
I dated someone named Eva. That's what
Ooh. You got
Yes,
the T.
it is.
Sorry, I'll
It
edit
is
that
him.
out.
You got the T.
Okay, all right.
So you have to watch this now.
Yeah, now I have to go backtrack and watch this. Hey, what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Getting Taco Bamba?
We're getting Taco Bamba together, maybe, and then the cast of the Bamba.
I guess whatever restaurant's not crowded at the time.
It's not crowded. We do a podcast. All right.
That sounds like McDonald's.
He still has a stitch.
So we do a lonely mukbang, I guess.
Oh my god!
Lonely bang. Uh-oh.
All right, take us to the next one here. Fun guy.
Next one. Let's go.
5.
Number. Ooh.
Ooh, Eddie Murphy.
So okay. This should have been my number 1.
I'm so sorry, dude, because the way you messaged me last minute, my bad.
So hold on. No.
No, let me turn. I'll turn the screen share off, and I can. Well,
No. This is fun because it caught me off guard. So the reason why this shouldn't be number 1 at the same time, I watched this early in life before respecting what a rom-com was. Right? I saw this too early to appreciate a rom-com. So I took it in as a comedy. I've seen this during the day. I've seen this at night. This is a quotable rom-com. If you guys haven't seen it, get ready for a star-studded cast and some one-liners. Right? You got Eddie, you got Martin Lawrence, you got the third co-star, you got David Allen Greer.
Halle Berry.
Yep. You got Halle Berry,
Cool.
David Allen Greer, Martin Lawrence.
Oh, wow, that's a stack.
Eddie
Chris
Murphy.
Rock's in this too. Chris Rock's in
Yes,
this?
you have a star-studded cast in this film. You have Grace Jones. You
John
have,
Witherspoon. Rest in peace.
John Witherspoon. You got some famous lines from this movie.
I am sorry for
By
putting because when you messaged me, it was like after we had already. My bad, dude.
No. This caught me off guard, which is good. So I didn't really have a top 5 anyway, so it's not your fault. I said, here's some ones I had to pull from my memory, movies that had an impact on me that I realized were rom-coms. So I saw this early in life and I watched it later in life and I was like, good message. Not going to spoil it. It came out early 90s. I'd say, got to Google it, but it probably 93 to 95, one of those, 93, 94, 95.
But he's a player that's about to be played, huh? I see the phrase. Yeah, that's fun.
It's a very different. Y'all gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. This is Eddie Murphy that I'm used to. Like I didn't watch Haunted Mansion or Shrek yet. Haven't seen any of the Shreks.
It's an Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. So that's not the.
You're not missing anything with that.
Out of all the movies.
I heard people like Shrek a lot, so I'll watch that. But,
what about Norbit? Or,
this is before
go
Norbit,
watch
Nutty
either.
Professor. This is
Peter
before all
Nash.
that.
Nutty Professor, yeah.
before
Nutty
all
Professor you can watch is good, but not
Those are.
This is a different type of Eddie Murphy. He's not Beverly Hills Cop Eddie Murphy, but he's not Hercules either. And he's not Duncan.
Is he Gumby?
So, is he Gumby? He was Gumby?
You know,
in Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Oh,
Merry Christmas, damn it.
Oh.
That's
So this is not early SNL Eddie Murphy like Beverly Hills Cop. You'll see. He does well. He does well as a main character. You'll see.
Okay, this is a solid. I'm sorry, man. I put it over. So
No. You also have I missed some actresses in there, but there's a lot of people in this film. Dude.
Oh, Robin Givens.
Yep. She's the main character.
David Allen Greer.
Yep.
This is pretty stacked.
Stacked cast. What's next?
Next. Not
this was
okay.
a good
So
one.
you know this had a sequel and a spinoff, right? So I think there was 2 sequels to this.
Yeah, they put there's a new one on Peacock, I think.
Yep. So check this out. Also a stat cast, just not the same movie as Boomerang. I've seen bits and pieces of this, but the bits and pieces I've seen after I watched all the way through, I was like, oh, this is a good movie. Not my genre, but a good film as it was. And obviously someone thought it was good. There's a bunch of sequels to it. Right?
Yeah.
But look at the stack cast. We got War Machine in the upper right.
Oh my god.
You got Mr. Matrix himself up there.
Yep. Nylon.
Look at the cast. Like the cast is on the front.
All right. So can I ask you something?
You put Doritos.
Well, because I didn't know, because you gave me the list. You gave me the list of food, and I didn't know which one.
I love what Pac has done with artistic creation. I gave him full artist creativity, open license. So I'm liking what he put together. Right?
Because I didn't mean where was Doritos supposed to go? Well,
it didn't matter. You got to eat snack food all the time. All these films, I grab a snack food. Right. So if I can help it, it's either popcorn, Doritos, or mix the M&Ms with the. Well, I didn't do that until after Mr. Robot. But chocolate and snack food go together. Cheap chocolate, cheap snack food all the time.
So, question: is it like, because I see the tagline, the flower arrangements have been ordered, the sleeping arrangements are still being worked out?
Ooh, yeah. There's a lot of
what's the
table talk of this film. From the pieces I do, I saw this early in life too. Then I saw it bits of it later.
Yeah.
Without spoiling it, get ready for a lot of heart-to-hearts in the film.
Really?
Because all these people obviously know each other. Because there's a best man involved, so it's a wedding party.
Yeah.
Remember, he was also. You know what? Taye Diggs has been in a lot of rom-coms as the main character, right?
Yeah.
Or a co-star. That's one I left off the list. I left off How Stella Got Her Groove Back because I haven't watched that for emotional impact. I'm always going to beat some pieces of that too.
Look at how they did Terrence Howard dirty, man. They couldn't fit him in the stairwell. They put him on the side.
Is that just me, or does that picture look like they photoshopped him in?
They photoshopped his arm. Yeah, but
they did.
They did my man dirty.
They should have had him more in the cover, my guy.
Yeah, this is
but
a good
he's in the
pick.
sequel too, so he's still.
Is he really?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
All right, that was a solid. All right, your number, I guess. Well, again, it's no particular order, I guess, but
yeah, no particular order. We just decide. Ooh, okay. Okay, look. I saw this and didn't even know it was a rom-com for a long time. Eat any 90s candy you want. For 90s candy, fruit by the foot, whatever you want to do, right? But I usually saw this during the day because it would be reshot on, was it HBO or Showtime? They just replay it. So I watched this as a kid every time I got a chance. Then as a teenager, when I understood more. they're high schoolers anyway. So I watched it way before I was in high school.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I'm sorry. Fuck.
Who's up?
You know what's funny?
What?
I didn't even pick the movie poster. I think this was a TV show.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
not-
this is
that's
the
not a
TV
Lisa
show
Silverstone.
version.
Okay.
That's
Can I
not
share a story? Can I
Yeah,
share
go
a
ahead.
story about
Yes,
this?
you
I
can.
remember.
This is a TV show.
I remember I was watching the Clueless TV show because I loved Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep supporting her by watching this TV show because that's her, right? Yeah, that's totally her. And I found out later that's not her, and I was like,
It's a good doppelganger. I just realized that when I saw this.
Yeah, I wasn't looking hard enough. I was like, wait.
it convinced me for the longest time. I thought I was watching Alicia Silverstone every Friday night, TGI Friday, man. No,
How long ago the TV show?
Huh?
Because 3 of the actors in here
I think
are,
almost
in the movie.
All
They
of them
all-
are except
yeah.
for her.
yeah.
All of them are.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Well, the guy on the far left. I don't know.
No, yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Everybody's in the
Okay.
movie except her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. This was the TV.
But how do you do it? But wait. How do you do a TV show based off this movie? They don't stay in high school, right?
Yeah,
they
they
do.
are.
It was like, yeah, they were like high schoolers longer than it felt like, like Bart and Lisa Simpson. They stayed the same grade.
Yeah, for I don't know, 30 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
Since it's been
Well,
out
I
for
mean,
a while.
I think it was only a couple seasons, right? It didn't last that long.
Yeah,
it wasn't a full school year. Okay.
dude. TGI Friday, I think, took this out of the lineup like after the 3rd season or something.
Right. Yeah.
That's wild.
TGIF.
And
Yeah.
they brought in Teen Angel or something like that.
That's an awesome show. We're gonna start changing this to TGIS. Thank God it's Sunday for the Lonely Fans. All right.
Ooh, okay.
So certain candies. Okay. So give it up for Clueless. Even though this was the
Give it up for Clueless, this trailer. I mean, the TV series.
All right. Your number.
Oh, wait.
next-
This is important. They didn't bring back Paul Rudd.
Oh,
No, they didn't.
true. It was somebody else.
Someone else that looked older than Paul Rudd. So it didn't
Because
work.
Paul Rudd still didn't age. So,
All right. So
and he was
your-
not a high schooler in the movie. He was in his 20s.
So your next one is
What's the next one?
what's it? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Here we
So,
go.
funny story about this, right?
Hmm.
I didn't get into this movie by myself. This was a morning tradition with a friend. We're all living in the same spot. And I was like, this movie's hilarious. The reason why it's breakfast food, because we'd watch it early in the morning and we watched it like days in a row, right? And we had like oatmeal and other breakfast food just to watch it. But remember the breakfast scene in this movie.
Yeah.
It's so why people should watch breakfast food with this film.
Yeah. Man,
Once
he's
they
like
see it,
put
they'll know.
maple syrup
No.
all over
Yep,
his
because you got to
plate.
recharge your batteries. Oops, that's a line from the film.
Love you too.
Yep, another line from the film. You gotta just because of that scene. If you haven't seen this, I didn't consider it a rom-com for a long time. I didn't. And Christopher Walken's in it. Look,
Yeah.
Christopher Walken. That's all you need.
I had seen this for the first time, I think, with Sheen and our other friend in like 2015. This shit was
Nice.
crazy.
It is.
really?
When they meet
It's
Will
classic.
Ferrell and he goes to the funeral.
Yep.
Will Ferrell takes the whole movie.
You almost
sorry,
got
his
nunchucked
scenes-
just now. Oops, that's a line from the film.
Well, look,
I never know what she's
Oh, it's
doing
getting-
back there, man.
she goes like, her husband died in a hang gliding accident. What an idiot!
Yeah, he did say that. I said, what an
Was this the crab cakes and football thing?
Yep.
That's what.
Oh my god.
That's what Maryland's about. Crab cakes and football.
crab cakes.
And actually, every time I watch a football game and someone sacks a quarterback, I go, and that's what I call a sack lunch. No. And that's the first time we all saw Bradley Cooper. And then we
That's
thought for the
right.
longest time Bradley Cooper is just going to play the a-hole. I don't think I ever thought he was going to be leading man material. I thought like, nope, that's your antagonist for all the movies from now on.
He had the reverse John Hamm effect. He was able to.
Right?
I would love him to do just a Rocket Raccoon movie.
Yeah, it'd be done. Rocket Raccoon's one of my favorite characters.
All right, fun guy. What's your favorite scene in this movie? Because there's a lot of memorable ones.
Oh, Yes.
Wow.
The conversation about that after that scene.
Oh, when he was
The,
like,
the breakfast buffet morning scene after that. The football scene. Will Ferrell's scene when they meet him, they first meet up with him.
Mhm.
Scenes. The scenes in daytime of the funeral and the scene when they in the basement, right?
It's the whole movie.
Others. Oh yeah, I'm giving it's like the movie that's got a lot of memorable stuff. And it's not something I normally watch. I'm glad I gave it a shot. I was like, this is actually funny. The conversations they had.
So catch us on Valentine's Day, guys. We're going to be doing a live podcast, and we'll also be crashing a potential wedding. So
I dare us to do that. I dare us to watch this on Valentine's Day for dinner.
And
We're
crash
gonna
a
spend a
wedding.
whole day.
And
We're gonna
guys,
spend breakfast, lunch, and dinner together.
it was easy for them to go on because they can pass off being related to whoever. It's
That's
going to
true.
be hard for us.
What? We're adopted.
I think
We are colleagues.
We're lonely.
We're lonely. Yeah, can we walk in? We're lonely.
We're just lonely. Like what? We're
all
lonely.
related. We're all related.
We're all
We might look like, a Filipino, a Korean, a Puerto Rican, and an African American, but really, we're all Mexican. So we're all
Yes.
related.
Yes, we're all related.
Hey man, welcome to your wedding, man. Look.
We're all related. Yes.
And the last one for you, dude, is
Who's the last one? Oh yeah. So I have quoted this
Thank
way
you.
too much.
No one talks about this movie. enough.
Nobody talks about this as a rom-com. How is it not? Right.
It was
And no one wants to
coming
see.
back
No
in
one wants to see
form.
the title. The title, it just gives you the whole movie.
Oh my
Here's the
god!
movie.
I just saw the poster. I'm sorry. I saw the bottom of the poster.
Oh, it's a great
Oh,
poster.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So this
Hey.
needs to be talked about.
Fun guy. Hey,
Yep.
can I get a coffee, please? Black.
He just
Yeah.
walks.
And then Craig Robinson goes like, "Hey, can't you see we talking white?"
White.
Yeah, like it's. I'm still thinking of the whole. No, I'm spoiling the film. He just.
There's a lot of
Hug
quotable
it,
scenes in that, but I will
chug
not
it.
repeat any of them.
I can't. No, like
They were first trying to make a porno, and it was a Star Wars porno. And then like Craig Robinson was like, "Man, Han Solo never fucked Leia in a Star Wars."
It is Star Wars.
The Star Wars.
Like
Oh,
it.
man.
You have. It's too funny. People should, if they like rom-coms at all, please give this a watch. At least
has-
once. Put it in the
It
background.
has all the tropes of a really good rom-com, and it was really. And yeah, with the subject matter, you would think it'd be super raunchy. Which they have raunchy scenes, but for the
'Cause it's
most
in the
part,
title.
it's one of the most heartfelt movies I've ever watched. So yeah.
And it's coming soon, apparently.
All right, man. So
Perfect.
pizza for this one or no?
Yeah, Big John's Pizza with this one. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
you have to, guys.
Oh, the guy.
Oh, Okay.
Portrait of
hold on.
Virgins in this too. He's the boss. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Stack cast. Stack
It has a stack cast, and actually MVPs of this movie, like MVP side characters, is when Justin Long and Brandon Routh show up, and it is one of the funniest
Really?
scenes. Because Justin Long, he plays an adult film star that
That's right.
Seth Rogen talks to, and then Brandon Routh plays his boyfriend, and then I can't even say all the stuff
Because it will spoil it. Yeah, I need to see it again eventually. But it's a sleeper for rom-coms, especially. Who do you hear bring this up? Who actually brings this up?
Actually, nobody really does.
Because there were other movies on my list, but I said I got to have 5 when I actually made it 6. But I said I got to narrow it down. So I could have had just 90s or just 2000s, but
It's a good list, man.
All right,
and I'm not a fan of rom-coms, right? But I realized I like so many that I said, oh, maybe I'm just picky. I don't know.
out of the 6 that you gave us. Which one did you say you rewatch the most?
Boomerang, hands down.
I feel
Hands
really
down.
bad putting that one.
No. But I've seen that one the most. Hands
Yeah.
down. Wedding Crashers is the second that I've seen the most. And Clueless, no. It goes Boomerang, Clueless,
Really?
And then Wedding Crashers for the scene. I've seen Clueless too many times.
Out of
Way
out of your choice, or because some people you may have did?
Clueless has been on because when cable TV was a thing, I'd leave it on, right, and that would just pop up.
That's true. Are you sure you?
It wasn't always
TV
seeked
show?
out. No, the TV. I couldn't. No lie, I forgot it was a TV show.
Yeah.
TGIF. No.
As if,
as he bites the brownie.
yeah,
Yeah,
TGIF.
brownie.
I really
Okay.
forgot it was a TV show. Damn.
All right, give it up for a Fun Guys top 6.
Watch Boomerang immediately, but definitely watch Zach and Mindy after.
Zach and Mindy.
I mean, Zach and Mary make a porno.
I have that on DVD somewhere.
Zach and Mindy.
Oh,
Zach
God,
Zach and Mary make a
I
prom.
think that was the last DVD I ever bought. Before
Really?
Blu-ray was a thing. Yeah.
Do you know why Blu-ray made
no,
it?
no, it's
Yeah,
not.
we know why.
It's been rehashed. It has something to do with the title of this movie, right?
Correct. And DVD and Disney. And DVD's made it for the same 2 reasons.
God
Part
damn
of
it,
this
Zach.
title and Disney.
And then Kirk Lazarus was like, "You were talking to me this whole time?
Oh my God.
But you never saw that Tropic
Yeah.
Thunder?" Like, yeah.
I was talking to whoever's listening.
Yeah.
Jay Baruchel.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Tropic Thunder.
I'm the
Somebody leave
dude
the fridge
disguised.
open. I gotta stop being lines.
I'm the dude disguised as a dude. What the fuck
I
are you
know
guys
who
talking
I
about?
am. I'm
Yo.
a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
I gotta.
Oh man.
We all remember that movie. I gotta send you that clip because they go back and forth, and Stiller's character's like, "Or are you the dude that claims he's the dude that knows he's the dude?" And Jack Black's like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
Did I send you the remix of that song? We got to do it. Oh my gosh.
All right, thank you, Fun Guy. And again, apologies for the mixed up.
No. This is no order was fun. There's no scripts here, so it's off the cuff.
All
We
right,
did it live.
and then my top 5. I'd just like to say these movies have been heralded for their time. They have been nominated for awards and potentially
Okay. should I
swept
get
the awards show.
the blue light glasses
What,
on?
MTV
Oh.
Movie Award, Kids Choice Award.
The the LonelyFans Awards. We should do one of those.
We could, yeah. We could do that.
Oh, Oscar night. We should do our own award ceremony.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
So
No slaps though.
no slaps. Okay. Oh, keep my top 5. Ouch. Okay. So my number 5, which I think Scorsese praised this as the mark in the timeline as what it could be. Sweet November.
Oh my God.
Is that Keanu Reeves?
Yeah. What is undoubtedly his best role ever. You talk about
All right.
John Wick, Speed, Johnny Mnemonic, Matrix.
Speed. Johnny Mnemonic.
Clearly,
Okay.
you never
Sweet.
saw You never saw Hardball.
Yeah, Hardball. None ever gets talked about like Sweet November. And
But,
oh god, what's the other movie?
Keanu Reeves, detective, beach, presidents, bank robber.
Well,
Oh, Point Break.
Point Break. There you go.
Yeah, Bill and Ted's ex. No. It's about Sweet November.
Sweet November. Okay.
Unquestionably the best chemistry you've ever seen on the big screen.
Okay.
And then with
hold on.
with unquestionably the best drink you can find during November, a pumpkin spice latte. I think it'd go well with this movie.
Was that even invented by that time? Or
Guys, that's
No, they invented it because people kept watching Sweet November. So it's like, how do we match this amazingness? Clearly, the Shamrock Shake wouldn't match because that's for March. So what can we do for the fall? So they gave us this one.
Shamrock Snake wouldn't it?
You know, when you look at when you think of this was a remake of an older movie, but I think they modernized it. And when you actually like dissect it, it's it's insane. So Charlize Theron's character, I'm going to give a little bit away. She helps people, and she has a 1 month time frame. The reason for a month is because she says it's enough time to make a difference, but just enough time till there's no connection. And I guess it's like she's in like monthly relationships, but ultimately Keanu Reeves, just like he does in real life, he won our hearts in this movie. Very
Wait.
sad. What?
This isn't the movie with the mailbox and everything. I thought
Oh
this
my
was the movie with the mailbox. This is not the mailbox movie? I thought
Oh,
that
my
was What movie was the mailbox movie?
Wait, what was that?
I don't know, but I think it was Keanu Reeves and it was like a mailbox and
Oh
like
my
someone
god.
from the past or the future opens the mail. I don't know. Anyways.
I'm surprised to see this movie here. I thought this would be number one.
You thought? Oh, wait till you see
I thought
number
this-
one, my friend.
Uh,
Again, Scorsese called it the mark in the timeline for romance comedies. The next one at number 4 we're gonna go to. Can't hardly wait. Because yesterday's history, tomorrow's the future, tonight's the party.
Respectable.
The
I never saw this one.
Well, you're in luck. It's on HBO. But I would pair a Pop-Tart with this. Basically, you have, and I'll tell you, you have a gentleman on the right, Ethan Embry's character, Preston Myers, who first saw Jennifer Love Hewitt's character, and then since then he's had a 4-year obsession, and finally gives her a love letter, and finally, it's so weird. Pop-Tart, because in the beginning of the film, he's like, she's eating the same food as me, a Pop-Tart. And then, yeah. Anyways, it's star-studded cast with Seth Green, the dude from Twilight, and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Wait,
The dude from Twilight.
I thought that was the dude from That Thing You Do. He played the bassist that no one cared about at the end.
I think so.
You're
Peter
right.
Facinelli. Yeah. Oh, the dude from Dick Tracy's in the back. The little kid from Dick Tracy. I don't know. I forgot what his name is. And then I think the girl on the right is from 6 Feet Under from HBO. I don't remember. If anything, Scream 90s, it's this freaking poster right here. You got the goggles, the chess club guy, the jock, and then
You got
I
the
don't know.
messy handwriting.
Singing. Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. So your movie and my movie is connected. You know the movie Fallen Angels?
Yeah.
Remember one time, I think this happened, you and I had a text exchange. You showed me towards the end of the movie and they played Only You in the background.
Oh, yeah, Yaz.
And then I showed you the ending of Fallen Angels and they played the same song.
Did we just have rom-comception?
Yeah.
We just did rom-com section. So.
Okay.
So I guess if you ever want to do a pairing, watch Can't Hardly Wait and then watch Fallen Angels afterwards.
Yes. I would love to do that. It'd be like a crossover. And then we can have
Oh, Can't Hardly Wait. Oh, man. Wow.
You just got onto this.
I was like, wait, this is exactly what I think it is. All right.
I love you. Fun guy.
Love it. I'm back. Look at that.
Cool thing about this movie is the beginning. Each character, they show what they did in high school, what club, and their superlatives, and then what college they're going to. I think like Seth Green's character, it said it's like JV basketball 1 game.
Nice.
But yeah, hey, fun guy. Do you know who the kid is in Dick Tracy? That's him in the back. I don't remember his name though.
Oh, no. I love
All
that
right.
movie, but
Yeah.
I failed that movie trivia just now. God damn.
All right.
Charlie.
Some would,
Horseman.
yeah, Charlie was. Some would say this was Jennifer Love Hewitt's peak of her career.
That's true. Or was it No She Did Last Summer?
I would say this just because it's more star-studded on this. No, I'm just.
I thought it was the tuxedo with Jackie Chan.
Oh my god, I forgot she did that. Man.
I forgot that movie existed.
And after that,
you're better for it.
all right. At number 3, we have She's All That. So it's as the tagline says, a new comedy that proves there's more to attraction than meets the eye. Whatever. So I would have kebabs and shrimp because Rachel Lee Cook's character works at a kebab place, and her friend that she friend zoned all her life, Jesse, eats shrimp at prom. He's got like a plate of shrimp, and yeah, it's cool. But
Hey, I'm confused. I thought this movie starred Chris Evans and some other.
Talking about not another teen movie. I'm noticing a trend here. I'm trying. Oh
That's
yeah,
number 1.
Number one. Oh, you'll see. So, anyways, it's a good movie, and I think they totally copied this recipe with Melissa Joan Hart's movie. It was like Over It, and she took Adrian Grenier's character and tried to make him into a cool. I don't know. Anyways, this is
that was called Drive Me Crazy.
Yeah,
because they had the Britney Spears song. That's the theme song. Yeah, it was dumb.
Yeah. Admittedly, I watched this several times because my older sister had like a VHS copy that she borrowed for a friend for like 2 years. So I just can't wait.
Warl, don't lie. You saved up your allowance and you bought a couple of copies.
No, I'm trying to remember who else is in this cast. It's Rachel Lee Cook and Freddie Prinze Jr. and
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Rest in peace. I forgot. Paul Walker is in this movie.
Oh man.
Oh,
he's
no
the
jokes.
Asshole friend. Yeah.
No jokes.
Paul Walker and Matt Lillard, the guy from Scooby Doo. Yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah. Paul Walker was like the jock that was like, he's the one that bet Freddie Prinze that he couldn't turn anyone into prom queen. And yeah, Rachel Lee Cook was the pick.
Wow, that looks like such a challenge too. Look at that.
That's pretty shallow when you think about it.
Wait, what was
pretty horrible. Huh? So the premise is that his friend bets him that he can't turn any girl into the prom queen and he has to pick. So he picked Rachel Lee Cook's character, which they try to make her seem like nerdy and unattractive.
But really, they just have to take her glasses off.
Yeah.
That's all they did.
Take her glasses off and cut her hair. It was like, man, when you think of it, the premise is really shallow, but Scorsese said it is what the standard should be.
Watch this, guys.
Scorsese, who also loves comic book spandex films. Loves them. Oh, that's all he watches.
I'm going to blow you guys' mind. See, look. Nerd. Prom queen.
Oh, God.
Did you say nerd conclave?
Prom queen.
Your model face.
That's movie magic.
I'm going to blow your mind.
And I think the year it came out was 98, if I'm not mistaken. I think it took home 2 Oscars, probably. Okay.
2 Oscars.
And number 2. They're better. I think number 2. Oh, yeah. Number 2. Remember when we talked about a Brendan Fraser movie?
We did.
Albie? Mm-hmm. So, number 2, we have A Blast from the Past. And the premise is ridiculous, but
it's good.
You remember this? So basically, Brendan Fraser's parents is Christopher Walken and Sissy Spacek, I think. Yeah, it says down there. They build a bomb shelter and they think a bomb's coming, but it's not. And they basically have enough in shelter for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Then they send Brendan Fraser up to grab all the material. And yeah, it's a pretty wild. And so basically, Brendan Fraser comes out like he's from the 50s. But Sushi is the pick because Dave Foley's character, which is Alicia Silverstone's roommate, was like, would you like some sushi? And he goes, I love sushi. And then Brendan Fraser, of course, being from the 50s, says, I love Lucy. So there you go.
But I know. I remember a lot about that movie. Like, you know, they even like go to a club and everything.
Yeah, and he dances like it's the 50s. He like
it's like a swing dance and stuff. And it was like really like well done and all that.
Yeah, some say this is the modern day. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. I just remember renting this from Video Warehouse. It was a really good movie.
I remember wanting to like rent this for the longest time because I was living in Japan and I don't think it even like showed up in theaters, so I had to wait for it to come on VHS.
It's on HBO Max, so when you're watching She's All That, you can follow it with Blast from the Past.
Maybe I'll just get the.
Do I see a common denominator here? All things that Albert can watch right now.
Yeah, could you believe this is?
Hey, Chungking Express and Fallen Angels is also on HBO Max, so.
Well, I have to check if I have that app and see what we can do.
But you're missing DVD quality if you do that.
Yeah.
I have mine on Blu-ray.
The tagline is, she was a woman out of the world he had never been around. Sorry, I'm trying to read that. It's too small. She never met anyone like him. He's never met anyone, period. Oh, that's right. All right, anyways. Good movie. Shout out to you.
It also, Randy Newman does a song at the end, so.
Randy Newman?
You got
one apple, two apple?
Yeah, so Oh, from Family Guy. Yeah. Okay. So
The Family Guy trolling was.
yeah, she takes one bite, takes another bite, chews it again, and Lois is like, "Let's get the hell out of here." All right. So again, shout out to on a serious note, shout out to Brendan Fraser for the resurgence of his career. I think he's got a lot of movies that people missed out on that they should definitely backtrack and watch. All right, my number one, you asked, and you should know this, Sheen. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yep.
So, how do I loathe thee? Let me count the ways. So basically, I didn't realize till someone told me this is basically like a rendition of Taming of the Shrew, and it's even mentioned in the movie. Anything from 7-Eleven you can buy, I'd recommend eating with this. Why do I pick Royal Dance cookies? Well, you're watching 10 Things I Hate About You. What better to indulge your fat ass in 10 cookies you've never eaten before? So Royal Dance cookies. I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is Heath Ledger's best role ever, and all the Nolan fans are probably going to get mad at me, but fuck it. This is Heath Ledger's best movie ever.
I won't argue with that. He really stood out in that movie. He was.
God, I wish I had cricket sounds right now.
He did. It was like what she was like. She likes pretty guys, and just like,
I'm not a pretty guy.
I don't think I'm a pretty guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, David Krumholtz is in this. I forgot. Gabrielle Union, the dude who became a cult leader. We have Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Wait, who?
Alice Mack.
Alice Mack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Dude in the
watching
middle.
that documentary. So
Yeah, Keegan Michael Smith, I think.
And then Julia Stiles of
Yeah,
I'm watching that documentary.
But yeah, this movie's hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw it when it first came out or seen it on any streaming sites, but it is a pretty rewatchable movie. Who else? Julia Stiles is good. Their dad's funny as hell. He's a doctor. Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's a good character as well. They basically do a good job balancing everyone out in this.
Right. The nerds and the jocks, and then
yeah, and then
has a kick-ass soundtrack too.
It does. Yo, the best is their guidance counselor is a creep. Yeah, she's like trying to write a raunchy novel.
Oh, played by Allison Janney.
Yeah.
He brings in Heath Ledger, and she goes like, "I heard you had an incident with the cafeteria lady," and he goes like, "I was only just joking. It was a bratwurst."
My, aren't we optimistic? So gross. And then when she meets Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, she's like, "Oh, it's like the same school." She's like, "A new area, same old shit for brains." It's like, damn.
And he's like, "Did you say shit? Huh?
Yeah.
Am I in the right office?"
Basically, they found a way to finesse the cult leader dude to pay Heath Ledger to date Styles' character. Right. Just pretty freaking manipulative, but still, it's a good movie.
And then in the ass, he gets his ass kicked by Alice Mack.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I think out of all 5 of these, the most I've rewatched, I think, what was it? We Can't Hardly Wait. With 10 Things I Hate About You being probably next. Yeah. In all seriousness, I think out of the 5 movies, Blast from the Past, I think 10 Things I Hate About You are probably the better ones of this list. Obviously, I enjoy shitty rom-com movies because I thought that's what the premise of them were, and then you guys had your list. I was like, oh yeah, there can be good rom-coms. So,
well, I legitimately don't think 10 Things I Hate About You is a shitty one. It's a good one. It stands out. Blast from the Past, it wasn't talked about enough, but I think it was I think that one should have been talked about more. So I'm glad you brought that up too.
Of course,
yeah.
But there's our list for Valentine's Day. If you're single, want to DoorDash, just stuff your face and watch movies, or you can rewatch our podcast. You can do that as well.
There you go.
Maybe I play that in the background while you watch movies. I don't know.
Yeah. But stay tuned for our live stream at Taco Bomba, where Sheen will recite "Sweet Home Alabama."
Sweet Home Alabama.
Fun guy and I
got notes for everybody.
Fun guy and I will try to Zach and Miri make a porno movie at Taco Bomba while Albert DoorDashes McDonald's.
Yep, at the same time.
To Taco Bomba, we better Hopefully the weather's good because we'll be eating outside.
Yeah,
But
tis true. Tis true.
So I'll be honest. I thought like the list was going to be kind of like a parody, but there was some really good movies that y'all brought. Which would be one that you guys think you're going to watch that you never seen for the first time? Sweet November, Sweet November, Sweet November, Sweet November.
Sweet.
Sadly, I can't pick Sweet November because I've seen it with you, so I can't really pick Sweet November.
Why did you have to tell people that, man?
That's it. Sweet Home November, Alabama.
I'll try to watch Can't Hardly Wait. I'll give you that. I'll try to watch Can't Hardly Wait. I'll try to watch. I'll watch Boomerang.
Yes,
Boomerang.
please do that.
I'll watch Boomerang and Sheen from your list. I think I saw. Oh, I do want to see That Awkward Moment from your list, Sheen.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I told you I'm not going to watch Sweet Home Alabama because I'm going to watch you perform the whole thing.
Oh my god!
Yes, we will do that. Over food, dinner in the theater. Dinner in theater.
Blast from the Past. I haven't seen Boomerang, and I haven't seen. What was your first two, Albert?
Chungking Express and Fallen Angels.
Express.
If you have to watch just one of them, watch Chungking Express. But then again, if you like Chungking Express, then watch Fallen Angels as well.
Yeah, I'll watch that because I want to see Tony Lum acting in other films, and I'll watch Boomerang and Sheen. I will watch Sweet Home Alabama.
Good film.
I will watch clip notes of all the films when I get around.
Jesus Christ! You can't even watch one. You ass.
Okay, no. To be for real,
Talking with you.
I will put.
If I can recommend which one you should watch, Jameson.
Yes.
Don't ask me why. I think you have to watch it and maybe understand. For some reason, I think Fallen Angels will click with you the most.
Fallen Angels.
So watch it and tell me why you think I thought so.
Okay, so watch it and pay attention and let you know Fallen Angels. Okay.
Let you know why I think Fallen Angels fits your MO the most.
Got it. Yeah. Should I watch
Got the Stitch dolls.
Still watch
I love it. I love it.
Still
I'm
watch
sitting here eating
Chungking
nachos.
Express, but I think
Unhealthy things after dark. I mean,
for you personally, I think people should watch Chungking Express. But something about Fallen Angels, I think fun guy, should really watch it. And I think you'd understand. So, yeah.
Okay, so I need to peep that now. So, Sweet Home Alabama, I might finish. Sweet November Sound. It's Keanu Reeves. I mean, come on. Crazy Rich Asians, maybe. But Keanu Reeves is just Keanu Reeves. How bad or good can it be? It's Keanu Reeves.
It's great. Scorsese, like I said.
Oh, really?
Okay. One day I'll watch Sweet November. I want to find out about that mailbox.
Mailbox.
All right.
I will try to pay attention to most of the films.
Well, does anyone have any other takeaways before we officially sign off here?
I want to invite Stitch. He's allowed to come with us to Taco Bamba.
Yeah, McDonald's first. McDonald's first. McDonald's.
Talk about scaring women away. Hey guys, your brother friend Stitch here.
Could you imagine?
I'm not a psycho. Well, I promise.
Oh man,
he can't be. I mean, come on. Come on.
I have a Bulbasaur too. So
Ooh, Boba.
Yeah. Boba.
Let's go.
Boba.
Let's go.
All right. Well, we're gonna sign off here. I'm going to rewatch one of my movies real quick and eat this big ass piece of Hershey's.
Where'd you get that's a heart and everything?
It's a heart.
How'd you get that? That's amazing.
My Valentine. I bought it for myself and said, "Hey, you know what? You should be your own Valentine."
Yeah. And we have to do a February 15th special when all the candy goes on sale.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
Oh man. Some people look forward. Some people look forward to Valentine's Day. We look forward for the day after those candies go on sale.
The guy got that candy on sale, man.
Yeah, man. There's the running of the bulls. It's the running of the lonely fat asses going to the candy section, like Walgreens.
He even shut out the store.
Yeah,
shut out the store. So good. So
yeah, the employees wearing like their red vest this time, red sash.
Oh my God, he's back! All right, well. Thanks, everyone, for taking time to compose a list and the people watching. I think next one probably we'll do is Quantum Mania once we all see it. Will be the next podcast, unless we come up with something else before then. But stay tuned, because Sundays are for the lonely ones, for the lonely fans. Raise a glass or lotion, Sheen, or yeah, is that lotion for real? Hey,
Yeah, it is. He's ready. That's the good shit too.
Fucking sunscreen. You took it to another level.
All
right, we're out, man. We're out. Have a good night, folks. Thanks for watching.
Chew gum for the breath.
Peace.